40 years ago, we opened our doors with one mission in mind.
We'll be right back with the top 10 songs of 1983.
To sell quality American-made vehicles at a fair price.
You have arrived.
And we've loved every minute of the ride. Celebrating 40 years of Two Rivers Ford.
Good afternoon from the Superbook.com sports desk. If you go to your Apple Watch and you look at your pulse, you'll see that around 2 o'clock, if you're a Titans fan, that sucker jumped up to about 156. The reason? That's because Big Jeff decided that he just wanted to troll all of us and shoot out a tweet. And then moments later, we found out that the Tennessee Titans and Jeff Simmons have agreed to a 4-year contract extension. Just a few moments ago, Teron Davenport of ESPN just dropped all the details. The contract extension is worth $94 million with $66 million of that guaranteed and a $24 million signing bonus. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air, 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It is a beautiful day, Ron Slay, because Big Jeff is in the house.
He's in the house, and he did his trash talk already, so he's in the building. He's in the building.
Hey, I'm in the building.
Made it pop.
Best believe I'm in
I made
the
it pop, too, huh?
Be ready. I'm in the building.
I ain't got no roof.
Time for the show.
I ain't got no roof today, baby. We're back. Titans have a leader up front.
Best believe I'm
Leader
Listen,
amongst men.
Y'all want to talk about free agency? Here's your biggest pickup. Big Jeff, 4-year extension. What was it, $94 million, 66 guaranteed, 23.5, which is about what we said.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But you got one of the best defensive interior linemen in the game, and it's hard to find a productive player that plays that position.
Yeah, you got them locked up. You got the energy, the motivation. You got the leader. You got the performance. You got it all wrapped in one. Durability. A little bit of everything. The heart of a line, man, a little bit of everything wrapped in one. And still young. What is Big Jeff? 26, 27?
I don't think
If that. He might not even be that old. So, yeah, man, hey, you gotta love that. So one of the biggest signings that had everybody scratching their head when Big Jeff he scrubbed social media, the way to communicate with everybody about a month ago, maybe a little bit more, had everybody scratching their heads wondering, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Well, people, rest assured, put your feet back up on the couch. Number 98 is back and it's going down. Tighten up!
Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest piece, right?
Yeah.
Like, you could talk about the additions to the roster, but you could not afford to lose him under any circumstance. And so, yeah, that's the big news today. Big Jeff signs his extension. He also trolls everybody on media. On social media. If you want in, 615-737-1045, 615-737-1045. Happy Good Friday to you. We are here for you. Dawn Davenport on assignment today. She'll be back on Monday. And we look forward to getting her back into the mix. Lonzo says it's a great Good Friday.
Hey.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Big Jeff getting paid today is so awesome, Jameson said.
Love to
Lonzo,
hear.
23.5 per. Adam, Big Jeff's fattest fan. LFG, he writes. Someone let the Eagles fans know. Yeah, the Eagles were like, I don't know, kind of low-key, like
knocking
rumor.
on the door?
Yeah, because they, instead of like accumulating big Georgia defensive tackles, they might incorporate one Mississippi State defensive tackle.
Wow. But I listen, we all said, man, at the beginning of it.
No way you let him go.
You
no
can't
way
let
he's
him
leaving
go.
here.
You can't let him go. And I listen, I put him in the same realm as Kevin Byard. Like, them two can't go nowhere, man. I'm sorry. You got to have centerpiece foundations to it. Not only just that side of the ball.
You want a quick hot take?
Give me to it.
Kevin Byard is much more replaceable than Jeffrey Simmons.
At this point.
I'm just saying. I love Kevin Byard. I want him going anywhere, and I get your points and all those things. I'm just saying this dude, I keep saying he's a unicorn. He's one of like the 2 or 3 guys in the league that can be disruptive on the interior defensive line. Most of the time, those guys, their job is to keep offensive linemen off the linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
No, he has to be game planned and double teamed. What was it? More than 800 snaps. He was at least double teamed last year.
Yep. Listen.
Had to have him.
I totally agree. Well, not totally. I partially agree with you. And the reason
I know.
The other part why I don't agree is because I just think, man, when you get a guy that's proven like Kevin Byard, I think that part's hard to replace. I ain't saying like somebody can't come in and finally get to that level, but man, you know what you're gonna get year in, year out, and like it's Pro Bowl or bust. In a sense, for Kevin Byard. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be one of the top 3 or 4 safeties year in and year out.
Oh, he's
in the
on
league.
the verge of a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think that's done with the body of work that he created. Now, can somebody come in? No, not can. Will somebody come into that position at some point and give you that again? Yeah, without question. Will it be more likely to happen at that spot than Big Jeff, especially in the time that we live in? Yes, without question. So, yeah, I'm with you.
He's 25 years old.
Good gosh. Yeah, see.
He'll be 26 in July, so he'll be 26 this season. But he's 25 years old right now. 2-time second-team All-Pro. You know how hard it is to make that?
Yeah.
Team? 2-time Pro Bowl, 2-time first-team All-SEC at Mississippi State. And he's so disruptive.
Telling me it's a chance.
When you have an interior defensive lineman that has to be game planned, that allows you to do so many other things defensively.
Yep. You talk about
scheme things up.
You look at edge rushers and what they bring to the game, and guys having to slide the O-line to protect and scheme for those guys, and then opening up other guys. Imagine what that does right there in the middle. You automatically taking 2. And you got to be accounted for sometimes 3 in that center guard triangle that you got to be accounted for with this monster bear on 2 legs right there in the middle. It don't get no better than that, man. I'm going to be real. I love that spot. I love that spot.
Big Jeff has 16 sacks in the last 2 seasons.
It's a detail.
From a position that typically doesn't offer you that.
No, you clog the hole. Or you're a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting a one-trick pony in it. Shoot,
1 forced fumble, 7 passes defensed, 58 tackles, 54 tackles,
and
54 last year too.
And what doesn't show up is what happens. The reason Rashad Weaver's able to have the year and come out like he was, Big Jeff. Of course, Danico also, but Bud able to be disruptive.
Yeah.
Harold Landry able to do that. Yeah.
Look, I'm anxious to see how Arden Key plays off of him.
Because he got that nastiness in him, too.
So that signing went under the radar, I think, in terms of like the National Football League world.
Yeah.
But that's a pissed off dude. And we saw the last time a pissed off dude came in here was Danico Autry, and he's been awesome.
Yep.
But this guy's like, look, man, I'm pissed at Jacksonville. They let me go. Now, the benefit of Arden Key, I think that plays really well off of the other pieces on this defense with Danico, with Harold Landry, 1 year off the ACL. But as you pointed out, he tore it so early. Maybe you get into some of that second-year ACL stuff where he is more effective. But you put Arden Key, like you can put him with his hand on the ground, you can line him up, like you can do so many different things with him, and then work your personnel around that skill set too.
Yep.
And then you just don't know what's coming
And do you
from an offensive standpoint. So I think Arden Key is a low key, really big signing now that Big Jeff's back in the mix.
I agree with you. So do you think with the two signings, just these two, Aziz, and Arden Key, Alshire,
and Arden Key,
do you think that we upgraded in those two spots where he coming in for Bud and then him being able to take the spot for David Long?
I hate to say that about Bud,
but
because
production-wise,
I mean, I guess, you have to go there because he's an awesome dude and like he's competitive as crap and they were different. They were different. He's a dog. They were different when he was on the field, even if he wasn't making the play at the ball. They were just different.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm intrigued at a pissed off Arden Key because we saw what he was in the SEC, and now he's bounced around a little bit in the league. But he did. He was effective in Jacksonville. In terms of Aziz at inside linebacker, I mean, I liked David Long, honestly. Now, we were all surprised when the head coach called him out after the season.
Right.
But that kind of let you in on, like, he's going to go sign 2 years, $11.5 million in Miami. Like, you could have easily have matched that, done better than that, whatever, if you really wanted him back, but you didn't. So I don't know about that one, but Rand Carthon knows. Like, he had that guy.
Yes, he does. And you know what I like in him?
He had the offensive line. Like, he knows who these guys are.
Correct.
So on some level, you just have to kind of trust his evaluation and his desire to go handpick those dudes and bring them over here.
Yeah.
From his old roster. So, I'm really pumped up about Arden Key. I'm kind of wait and see on Aziz.
I like David Long as well. The only thing I like more about Aziz, he's longer and rangier. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little different than you got a guy back there 5'10", 5'11", and a guy 6'2" that can go east and west.
Yeah.
It's David Long, magnet. See ball, get ball.
See ball, get ball. But that was kind of to his detriment sometimes.
That's right.
Where he would overrun things and not be in where he was supposed to be.
We saw it early on in the season when who was that? Somebody went crazy on us, the running back that went crazy the first game of the season.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Yep. Guys all out of the
He did get better at that, but I don't know. 615-737-1045. 3:11 is the time. Greg in Smyrna, it is a Trash Talk Friday. We're going to take tons of phone calls. Greg, what's up?
Hey, so don't get mad at me. I think you guys are the world.
I'm already mad at you, Greg. Wait a minute.
Now, listen, wait now.
No,
I watched your basketball career. You were a stud. Can you imagine you playing on the defensive line like defensive tackle? You'd be a beast.
Yes, I would have rolled with it, baby.
People would be scared of you just looking at you.
That's right. I would have looked the part. I don't know if I played it.
Okay, so being a Colts fan, don't get me mad. Don't get mad at me. But look, I think the one thing that the Titans have done wrong is they've spent so much money in free agency. I don't think they've built effectively through the draft. Or they have to let some of these guys go, like the wide receiver you guys let go to the Eagles because you couldn't afford to pay him or whatever it was. They didn't match it. They've got some great players they've had in the building, and they've got a really good coach. I just don't think that they built the roster the right way, and I think that's Ron Carthon's or whoever y'all's GM is. That's my only gift with it, and my only negativity about y'all's team is just that you don't have. I don't think you got a quarterback for the future yet. Neither do my Colts though. Yet they're going to have to draft one hopefully this season. But regardless, that's the one thing negativity I see about about y'all's team. You got a great coach, and he's going to steer them right. But they're not drafting all the players I think they need to build around. That's just my opinion. They have a good defense, always solid defense. You guys need a running back now. I don't think Henry's going to be good for the next. I don't know. He could be great this year and next year, but running backs have a shelf life. So I don't know what. I'm just wondering what the Titans are going to do from here on out.
Right.
Appreciate
it,
2 or 3
Greg.
years.
Here's the one thing though, and again, we keep saying, and I you start to hear this nationally too, is that Rand Carthon had low key really good free agency period. Here's the one thing that he did: he got younger.
Yeah.
They know all of the things that you just outlined. They do not have their quarterback for the future.
That's spot on.
Although they would argue that maybe Malik Willis is. I think a lot of fans would question that. And
that's cool.
And I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I mean, Derrick Henry is not the long-term option at running back anymore. He just isn't. At best, what does Derrick Henry have left for the Titans? 2 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
3 is a stretch.
Yep.
And if it is 2, you got to redo his deal.
And if you're saying 3, it's not at the capacity that we've used them in.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying too. To use them like they've been using.
3HL 615-737-1045. More of your phone calls. Rhett Bryan also from Titans Radio going to give us some perspective on this Big Jeff signing. By the way, he tweeted, Titans Nation, thank you guys for the last 4 years. I'm so grateful for you guys. Then paused.
And
then tweeted, but we're not done yet. Damn it, LFG. We have so much work to do.
Let's freaking go!
I love it. 4 years, $94 million, 23.5, 66 guaranteed. We'll be right back.
What if you could be credit card debt free in 10 days? Save as much as $1,000 a month. You in on that? I am. Loan Pronto's all new Express Equity line of credit program is exactly what you need to be able to do that. And you don't have to do a full home refi. You can just get into a portion of the equity that you have and enjoy a super low monthly payment. And everybody here in Nashville, we all have equity in our homes at this point. Loan Pronto's Express Equity credit line closes in 7 to 10 days. And let's say you're looking for a $50,000 loan. It'll only cost you around $400 a month. Even if you just did a total refi recently, even if you just bought your home, tap into your equity with this fast, easy program. Call Loan Pronto today. Also, if you're a VA, ask about their amazing VA loan program as well. They'll take care of you. Call Loan Pronto now at 615-499-5780. LoanPronto.com at 615-499-5780. Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Don Davenport back on Monday. Joe Hunt producing. Jay Smiley in there, too. I was going to bring this up later, but I was talking about betting the NBA, and that's something that you've been on lately, and you're trying to
won last night. Well, I missed one more game.
Oklahoma City. You're trying to pay attention to who's playing, who's not playing, who doesn't care anymore, and all those things, and produce income off that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so Kyrie Irving is one of 5 Mavs that have been ruled out of tonight's must-win game against the Bulls. So Mark Cuban has a history of doing this. This is what's funny. But if the Mavs lose, they're eliminated. They actually have to win both of their last 2 games and get a loss from another team. Also out tonight, Tim Hardaway Jr. with an ankle, Josh Green with rest. It's a good thing you need rest with 2 to go. Christian Wood with rest, and Max Kleber with hamstring. Are they tanking is the question. Mark Cuban admitted publicly in 2018 that they were tanking, and because of that, he got fined $600,000. Who did they draft in 2018?
They got Trae Young, then the trade was made for Luka. So he probably told Atlanta, get Luka for me, and then we'll get you who you want. We'll get you Trae Young, and there it is.
Yep. And
is
it me or is Tiger limping?
He probably is, man. Ooh.
Is he?
That's a bad limp. Wait a minute. Yeah, you're walking like me.
No, I thought I couldn't tell if he was bopping like Eki Bop.
Yeah, that does look boppish. No, that's a limp. Look at that.
He's walking up a hill. Anyway, he's 2 over par, which is the cut line. He would make the cut right now. He's got what has he got? 7 holes left? His knee's kind of turning in.
Yep.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
God, that's strenuous, man. Oh.
I've walked that course.
It's serious.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea how hilly that place is until you go there.
Wow. And you know what? We were talking about we can get into it later. You want to get into it? We can get into it later.
Yeah, let's get back into the Titans deal. Jeffrey Simmons tweeting, Titans Nation, thank you guys for the last 4 years. I'm so grateful for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then he let a little time go. How much time did he let go?
6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Yep.
He let 6 minutes. He let Titans fans sit on that for 6 minutes.
I mean, shout out to Dougie Fresh. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on.
Dougie Fresh. There's a guy named Doug Scoble that worked for the Sounds forever, and I call it Dougie Fresh. Then he tweeted 6 minutes later, but we're not done yet, damn it. LFG, which if you know what that means, you know what that means.
Let's freaking go.
Yeah, or something like that. We have so much work to do! Exclamation point. So Big Jeff back in the mix. 4 years, $94 million, 23.5 per, and 66 guaranteed. And the phone lines just went down.
What?
We were going to go to the phones.
Where y'all go?
Oh, here they go.
Get back in here.
Robert, what's up?
Oh, man, it's just a beautiful Friday out here.
Hell yeah, it is.
The guy that just called before the break, the Colts fan that wanted to tell us what's wrong with the Titans. Man, you don't call on a Friday on a trash talk. How about shut up? That's the only thing I got for that guy. You drafted back-to-back Hall of Fame caliber quarterbacks. It's the only reason that you've been good. You ain't had nothing but Nathaniel since then. And that's what you got now. That's what you're going to have. And your ass is in the basement and going to stay in the basement.
You like that, didn't
you? That was good. That's trash talk Friday.
Hey, listen,
that's what I'm
some
talking
calls we just let go through so y'all can take it.
Yeah,
you know
y'all got it. Y'all straighten it up.
Y'all got it.
Yeah. That was good.
By the way, Will Levis did work out for the Colts yesterday.
Okay.
He also has a visit lined up or has visited, I forget which way it's going at this point, with the Titans.
I will. Stay home, brother.
Which quarterback is most likely to slide? C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis. If one of them slides, which one slides?
I'm gonna say Will Levis.
Ding, 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 ding.
Is it?
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It is.
I just think everybody else, Anthony Richardson can trick him. Bryce Young, he's been on the board. C.J. Stroud, you know what it is. Hendon Hooker.
Can trick him.
Yeah. Will get he out there getting jacked up. I'll guarantee. Remember I told you in Babsy. First thing they told me, when you get ready to go in these meetings with these guys, anytime you got the opportunity to take your shirt off, take it off. So you can show them what you've been doing. I guarantee Will Levis just walk around with no shirt on. Cause he probably got suit pants on.
You think he went to the steakhouse with no shirt on?
Come on, man. Cole Hahn's on and no shirt. He probably even got a little bow tie. Yeah, like a little Chippendale. It's a guarantee. That's how he running through it. I'm telling you, man. When you get that diesel, you get diesel like that for a reason. You want people to see you.
615-737-1045. Tennessee Howell next up on 3HL.
Okay.
What's up?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, brother.
Hey, what's up? Man, I wanted to listen. I mean, I like the receiver stuff, but I really want linemen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big old fat dude, so.
Me too. I'm right there with you.
You're not.
Right.
I used to be.
I mean, I'm just gonna listen. Bye.
All right.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, but see, I'm with Tim too on that. Like, give me first pick. Give me a lineman, man.
Smith and Jigba.
Oh, you're all.
Change the wide receiver room. What would Smith and Jigba do to Chig at tight end?
What would Chig do to him?
Yeah.
There
might be a second-year guy at Arkansas that might need a little something on the other side, too.
Okay, so.
That could be a big difference.
Let me go to my list.
Your list.
I love going to my list now that I got one.
So I'll say also while you're looking, happy Easter weekend, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Easter egg hunt's in effect, too.
He is risen,
Mm-hmm.
and we're blessed and thankful.
Shout out Big Fridge putting on an Easter egg hunt.
Big Fridge?
Yeah, man. You know Big Fridge.
William Perry?
No, Nashville's Big Fridge. Calvin Bryant.
Oh, okay.
Hillsborough Borough.
Yeah, I'm down with a Easter egg hunt.
See, so I'm just thinking.
We used to dye Easter eggs, and my mom would hide them around the house, and then I wouldn't find all of them, and then they would find themselves
they start
later.
stinking?
Oh.
God,
I'm like, why don't you use fake ones? They make plastic Easter eggs.
Yes, put them in the little capsule.
You can put little candies in them.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just thinking okay, all right, y'all. All right, and this ain't no bias. I'm just saying, if he was able to slip to the second round, I'm going past Jalen Hyde. I'm going past Smith and Jigba, going past Quentin Johnson, past Jordan Addison, past Zay Flowers, past Josh Downs, past Tank Dell. That's the top 7. Then, after that.
They had Dell in, too, from Houston.
And they had him in.
Mm-hmm.
They may be thinking receiver. I wouldn't be
down
mad
the
with.
road. That wouldn't be a first round game.
Right. I wouldn't be mad with Cedric Tillman at 8. He's the 8th best wide receiver on my board.
The big sleigh board.
Yeah, that's right. Big sleigh board.
I want the refrigerator board.
You want the fridge board?
Yeah, get Calvin in here.
Okay, I'm going to call him.
Let's get Rhett Bryan in here. We need to talk.
Go on.
Rhett, what's up, man? Great news today on a Good Friday.
Let me tell you what, and it's a good Friday for what we're all going to celebrate this weekend. But, man,
That's
it's
right.
an extra good Friday now. Mm-hmm. And it's got to be that way for Jeffrey Simmons and his family with the news that he gets a monster extension. The numbers are out. It's incredible. And if you would, I would ask, Zone listeners are so generous and gracious. I just had an idea a few minutes ago, and I went in to Jeff Simmons, to Big Jeff's Twitter header, and there's a bio link right there. He started a foundation late last year called Give 'Em a Reason, and he's helping kids here in Nashville and back where he's from in Mississippi. And his whole thing is give them a reason why they pay attention to you, whether it's you're doing well in sports, you're doing well in the math class, whatever it is. Give them a reason to show nurturing and caring you so that you can blossom and have success, especially those who don't have much. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a wonderful thing he's doing, and I celebrated this by donating to his foundation. I tweeted about it a few minutes ago. If you'll just go to Jeff Simmons' Twitter, at Jeffrey Simmons 94, I think.
Simmons, Simmons 94.
Yeah, Simmons 94. I've got it right there. If you click on that link, you can donate to his foundation. I think I'm so glad that this is done and that he's going to be a Titan for years to come. I think it's a great way to celebrate and to help, because that's who wins in this. The Titans wins in this. The Titans fans win in this. Jeff Simmons and his family wins in this, and most importantly, the kids in Nashville and the kids throughout the Mid-South he helps are going to win big time because of this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you pointed that out, and it's funny. Like as you're talking about, I'm remembering draft day, and all of the argument around Big Jeff and like his checkered past and all of those things. And then we have him on and we have his coaches on and things like that, you know, his coaches from college talking about how like buttoned up he was and how great a guy he is and how big of a competitor he is and how big a heart he has and just vouching for him and all that. And then I remember when he came on with us right after the draft, he said, "I'm going to make Miss Amy proud." And you think like 4 years down the road, you know, I want to go back to those people that called in and just, you know, murdered him for his past, not thinking that someone can learn and that someone might have made a mistake but can move on from it. And here we sit. And this guy is a unicorn at interior defensive line in this league and well deserved.
You're 100% right, Brett, because first of all, if we weren't a life full of at least 1 second chance,
gosh,
we're not a good world.
Listen, on a Good Friday, let's all just realize there was one perfect person. And everybody's going through their own journey, and let's offer grace and all of those things. But, man, it's so good to see the story of this guy 4 years in, and he's one of the more impactful guys in the NFL, but also in this community.
And the thing is, the passion pours out of every fiber of his being. And that's a lot of fiber. But needless to say, I love the guy. He's the most genuine person. I've seen how he interacts with fans and children and kids and anybody who wants just a second of his time. And my Lord, what a great player on the football field. You said it right. He's a unicorn at the defensive line position. But I was so happy that this is done that I'm like, I'm going to give to his foundation because doggone it, that's who's going to win in this. Is he's going to change some lives with some kids in the community that desperately need it. And the other part is the Titans are going to keep winning ball games because you've got a stud up on that front seven. So there it is.
So, Rhett, while we've got you, all right, so Big Jeff, we were kind of talking about what he does in terms of, like, helping the defensive scheme and what you're able to do with the players around him and things like that. Because typically speaking, an interior defensive line, if you can get a guy to keep offensive linemen off linebackers, that's a win, right? Like at that position. But this guy has to be game planned. This guy has to be dealt with. This guy has to be double teamed, which leaves openings for other guys, and it leaves openings for a defensive coaching staff to maybe come up with some things that are creative.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Listen, you think you know who else is happy about this deal today is Azeez Al-Shire, who comes over from the 49ers, who, by the way, is going to be looking slick in that number 2 as a heat-seeking missile linebacker. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's just so many things that when you got a guy like that up front, it can have a ripple effect through the other 2/3 of the defense. I mean, listen, you guys remember this. When Albert Haynesworth was up there in those 2 contract years, some of the most dominant defensive line play I've ever seen. And I can tell you a guy who right now that we could call up and he would say, yep, I'm very thankful for him, and that's Michael Griffin. Because he went to the Pro Bowl as a rookie with 7 picks because there was terror in the front part of that front 7 of the defense. And he was in the right place at the right time with some. He made some great picks otherwise, but, there's some of the reciprocation that it is there. But, yeah, if you can keep linebackers uncovered, that's a huge win. And then sometimes if you're disruptive, getting a paw up there and matching hands with the quarterback, then that secondary reaps the benefits.
Gordion, isn't that's the ideal goal for rooms when I'm talking about D-line rooms, secondary rooms, cornerback, whatever it may be, O-line rooms, to have that leader right there that you can always depend on and is willing to teach and learn at the same time. And that's what you get in Big Jeff. You get a stable guy right there, always available, even through injury, willing to push, and your motivator and your leader all in one.
I mean, I started noticing him in the pregame warm-ups a couple of years ago, getting the guys together and chant with the chants and the dance and, getting guys. I mean, he has emerged as that leader. You're exactly right. I mean, he is one of the leaders on this football team, regardless of what phase it's in. But I'm just tickled to death that he's going to be a Titan for a while longer. And hopefully that big cafe is good, and he's ready to just go tear it up this fall because he's, one of the best 2 or 3 people on this entire squad. I mean, Tierre Tart's another guy that's real happy. Because, man, Tierre and him can eat up there up front now.
Danico
Autry, oh, yeah, absolutely. I want to pivot to one thing, and I know I want to visit with y'all very soon about draft stuff, but I want to pivot to draft for a split second. Did you guys see the tweet from Dove Kleeman, who all of us follow on Twitter? He had something from James Palmer, who's on the NFL Network. And James Palmer had an NFL Network report today, apparently, that a lot of teams have Hendon Hooker as their number 3 quarterback out of this class. That it is C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young, and then there's a separation there, and that a lot of teams have Hendon Hooker and then Will Levis and or Anthony Richardson.
That's an interesting point, and so that would be an indication that that everyone's good with the medicals, because I think that's probably about where he would have been without the ACL, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And,
absolutely. Yeah. Because I mean, good Lord, man, he did it in 2 different systems in college, and you can say whatever you want about him running in Josh Heupel's offense. The guy can play. He's a big, long, talented prospect. And, he's got good enough wheels. He can get you a first down if you need it that way. But he can make it work, man. And the person that he is, golly, you're getting a 25-year-old grown man who can command a huddle and is a natural-born leader, period.
M-Boy on YouTube saying, Hooker not getting picked in the first. I think he will. I don't think he gets past Minnesota, honestly. But we'll see.
I started saying after the combine, I don't think I think he could slip into the bottom of the first round. I'm more along your line of thought, Brent, that in the bottom third of the first round. Hey, whoever that is, I'm telling you right now, the quarterback draft and the rest of this stuff at the other positions are 2 different things.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, I'd be shocked if he wasn't taken in the first round.
Right. And so, like, if if 4 go in the top 10, then he's the 5th guy, right?
Yeah.
So
somebody's going to make a move.
Because he's going early second.
What James Palmer's saying, it might be before the other 2.
Yeah,
who knows?
That's really interesting.
That'd be the crazy thing. And I tell you, the other ball that has really shot up the boards as we are just a little less than 3 weeks out now is Darnell Wright.
Yep.
Darnell Wright has really made his way up the boards now. And he's going to be a pretty high pick, I think.
Right.
And, people think, well, he may be the best right tackle in the draft. Hey, don't forget he can play left tackle too, which is exactly what teams are looking for.
Yeah, I think he's more comfortable on the right side, but yes, he can play left tackle.
Yeah.
You're right. He did it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right, at Rhett B, Tennessee, executive producer, Titans Radio, Rhett Bryan. Love the time, man. Have a great Easter weekend, my friend. Love you, brother.
Appreciate it,
y'all too. Love y'all too, man. Y'all have a great one, and let's circle up soon on some draft stuff.
Love it. 615-737-1045. Big Jeff in the mix. Your thoughts? Next, also, Tony wants to talk about Aziz at linebacker. Next on 1045 The Zone. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, you need to get stocked up for the weekend. You got a bunch of people coming over. Perhaps maybe you want to do a bourbon testing. They can help you out at Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood in the Public Shopping Center. Jason and his crew can help you out. Maybe you just have go-tos that you get. Maybe you pop in for, 4 Roses and Tito's. That's fine. Go ahead and do that. You can hop in, hop out real quick. Or maybe based off that 4 Roses selection, maybe they can suggest 3 or 4 other kinds of bourbon for you, and you can stock up and get it done. Wine, huge selection. vast selection of wine. Maybe you don't know much about wine. They can definitely help you there as well. Craft beer, cigars, they've got it all. And like I said, when you're grabbing that bottle of your favorite wine or spirit, pick up that perfect cigar to end the night. They'll be able to help you. If you're looking for the perfect gift for a housewarming birthday, just a thank you, Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits has customized baskets for you to grab and go with wine, spirits, local olives, chocolates. Perfect gift for that cocktail lover. Every Wednesday is Senior Day, so keep that in mind for special discounts. Every day they honor the military discount. Case discounts every day, too. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. They are closed on Sundays. They do have delivery through the Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits app. They also have curbside pickup. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, locally owned, serving Middle Tennessee for more than 17 years. 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood by the Publix. That's Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, Maryland Farms, WS.com.
Grand slams, no hitters, double plays, they're all back, and there's no better place to get in on the MLB action than FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers, you can all step up to the plate with a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Go to FanDuel.com/Dawn. That's DAWN. You can place your first bet, get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you do not win. Build a same-game parlay. You know I love my same-game parlays. Build a same-game parlay with your favorite matchup of today. And don't miss your chance to get that no-sweat first bet up to $1,000 when you join FanDuel today. This is what I'll tell you. The app's super simple to use, which is why I love it. Log into it. Click on MLB. Boom. There you go. If you're not a member, go to FanDuel.com/Dawn, sign up, and get in on this $1,000. FanDuel is an official partner of Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. You do have to be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. Full terms, FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Tennessee Redline, 1-800-889-9789.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Another weather delay at Augusta.
Going on in Augusta.
Chris Vernon, man.
You didn't see what happened today, did you?
No.
The
Did
dogs,
he do it today?
Yep, he did part 2.
Okay.
The dog's head popped off.
And, like, on purpose?
No. he said,
For those that don't know, it's not a real dog. Chris Vernon is a radio host in Memphis. He now works for Grind City Media, so does a bunch of stuff with the Grizzlies. But he's been doing these, like, he's a real creative and really smart dude. And so he's done sports talk radio in Memphis. He's been on this show a bunch. But at Chris Vernon Show is his Twitter handle. And you need to check out his Masters update. He does them for round 1 and round 2. So Thursday, Friday, that's it. I haven't seen today's yet, but yesterday's was hilarious. And so when Slade says the dog's head popped off, he doesn't have a real dog in the studio. It's like he's got mascots doing crazy things, and they're dancing, and he's just holding a pitching wedge, and I don't know what all.
But Chris Vernon said it was real.
It was a real
He
dog?
said that dog was the real dog died, so they had to get a mascot dog to fill in for him. That's why the head popped off, because it was a mascot. That doesn't mean the frog and the bumblebee is not real. Said the frog and bumblebee are both real.
Seems like you're talking in codes. You work for the CIA.
I'm just telling you what the brother
dog
said,
and
man.
The bumblebee are not real.
I'm just passing along what the man said.
Have you ever met Chris Vernon?
No.
He has like a photographic memory. So it's one of his favorite things to do, he would do like a meet and greet and stuff. And all these people that would dog him out on Twitter, like call him all kinds of things that people do to us. Like people like, for those that don't know, people like to get disgusting with us sometimes.
Yeah,
and
sometimes.
I don't understand why. Maybe it makes them feel better to put us down. I don't know.
I like to be a soundboy. Give it all to me.
We ain't splitting atoms in here. We're just trying to have a good time and move through life. You know what I mean? But Chris would remember all of those people, like those Twitter handles and their faces. So he would go to these like meet and greets and stuff, and this guy come up, for example, and say, "Man, I love the show. You're awesome." He's like, "No, you're not. You're Big Todd 42, and you told me this."
Really?
I mean, like Todd Furman-esque.
Wow.
But with like, you come at me, I'm going to remember.
I don't know how you can remember all that, man. Yeah, I'm going to start screenshotting it so I can remember you guys.
Day 2 Masters update. Is that what we're looking at here?
Yeah.
We need to freaking play this.
But the one I sent you.
Bruce kept the 12 under BK. He be getting real strong. Jenna walking in the storm.
All right, can y'all find this where it's not just coming out of my like computer speakers? I mean,
on top of that, Russ.
Y'all better be, because you got 2 of you in there.
Yeah, come on, Jay Smiley.
Here's the funny thing: we've got 2 of us, but only one of the devices in this room is working, so we're like cuddled up over here.
Uh-oh.
Wait, you and Big? Okay, it's also dark in there. I can't even see Hunk, and
Is
y'all are
Eggy Bop
cuddled
in
up.
No, because if Eggy Bop was in here, I'd have him in my lap, and I would be in Smiley's lap.
That's a whole lot of lap dancing on a good Friday.
Smiley's the big spoon.
This big spoon.
Big Dipper. You're the little dipper, huh? Boy, this show. By the way, a tree fell at Augusta. That's why they have the delay right now. You can see it right there. And I don't know if anyone was hurt. It was scary. Like, the video is on Twitter. I mean, a big tree.
How did a tree fall?
There's wild things going on today, man. All right. We're going to play some of that Chris Vernon show. Need to put him on, too. Call him up.
Let me hit him up.
Tony in McMinnville. Tony, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, we're good.
What's up, brother?
Hey, I just got to say, man, I'm a longtime Niner fan out here in Tennessee, and you guys got a stud with Alshire. That was a great pickup for you guys.
Yeah, I think so, too. I'm anxious to see how that works out, because they got rid of 2 interior inside linebackers, but it's interesting in that Rand Carthon, obviously coming from San Francisco, knew who he wanted with those 2 guys. But, yeah, I'm anxious to see that. You like him?
Yeah, the man pancaked Zeke on his last play as the Cowboys. You can't get no better than that.
He sure did. When he was playing center.
Yeah. I just wanted to call and share that. He's a good guy. I'm glad I get to see him in a Titans uniform, and you guys have a good weekend.
Thank you, brother. 6'2", 228.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a big boy, man. Moving east and west, scraping sideline to sideline.
615-737-1045. Talking Titans in the NFL today, pretty much primarily. We'll have Masters updates as well and a couple other little nuggets, but that's kind of going to be our lane today, just so you know, moving forward. Matt in Nashville. Matt, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm a season ticket holder. I'm a UPS driver, and I deliver to Big Jeff like all the time, at least a couple of times a week. And I can't tell you how excited I am for him to stay here, and we get to keep watching him. And that guy deserves everything that he's gotten with this contract. He's earned it. Nicest guy in the world. His girl is the sweetest lady ever. And I tell him sometimes, I deliver to him, you know, he ain't going to be in this house much longer, man. And it came true today, man. I can't be happier for Big Jeff, man.
That's real.
And you guys have a good weekend.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's always good, man. And like, listen, man, if you want to give some shout-outs to him, I'm sure Big Jeff is getting the messages, man. Y'all call in, show him some love. What you think about it, man? You got to love that. When you can get pillar pieces and be able to keep them intact, man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, especially for the Titans organization, who a lot of people, especially Titans fans, always like to say, man, we can't never keep our guys. So you keeping your guy, man. Come on, shout. Hit us up, 615-737-1045, and give him some praise, man. How happy are you?
By the way, we just retweeted Verno's Masters update, so you can check it on Twitter at 3HL1045, and I think we might play a little bit of it for you. Really creative stuff. So that's coming up. Also, more Big Jeff talk. As Slay said, Big Jeff in the mix. 4-year extension. Done. Your thoughts, your reaction, 615-737-1045. You spend valuable time thinking about which bets to place each week, and there are always sporting events going on for you to get this done. But my question, why wouldn't you want the best company in the business to be the one who handles those bets? Superbook Sports, the most trusted name in Las Vegas, and it's live right here in Tennessee for all of your sports wagering needs. Superbook has a team of dedicated odds makers behind the counter in Las Vegas, setting all of their prices. You want the best prices. Superbook has the best team. We're talking about guys with decades of experience, showing you why Superbook has the best odds around. And right now, you can look ahead to hockey and hoops postseasons. Pretty big golf tournament going on as well. You can bet who you think will take home the trophies. So download the Superbook Sports app or visit superbook.com to wager and win today. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Dig and Serve and Landscape Supply. These are the guys that can help get your lawn looking better than anybody's in the neighborhood. And that's what, hey, we're all competitive, right? Get it done. I got Trey Hartz that can help you out right now. Dig and Serve and Landscape Supply. Trey, what's up? How are you?
Hey, Brett, that's it, man. That's the name of the game, right? Everybody wants to have the boys over on a Saturday and throw some stuff on the grill. And we want people to say, hey, man, what'd you do with your grass? How'd you get it looking like this? Because I'm telling you, it's not as far-fetched as you might think with Dig and Turf and Landscape Supply. We make it easy on you, man. It's not hard. Just follow the turf plan, something that's been around for a long time. Want to make sure that we have the best lawn in the neighborhood. And you can do that. One simple step, once a month, can get that lawn looking A1. And I'm not out here pushing dreams on you, man. I promise that works. It's great. It's going to be green, going to be weed-free. It's exactly what we want. Enough about the grass. We love the grass, but it is the right time of year. If you're looking to upgrade that lawn mowing machine, look no further than Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. Looking at the rebate sheet, it's a new month. A lot of great rebates out on a ton of different models from Toro, Ferris, snapper, right stander, doing a lot of really good things. So maybe it's time to get that old mower put up and get a new one. And at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply, we can help you. Whether you have a small lot, maybe a 0.3 of an acre, you have a big field somewhere that you need to get mowed, that is no problem, or anything in between, we can get you taken care of. Stop at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. Give us a shot on it. Conveniently located all over Middle Tennessee. Got locations in Nashville, Cool Springs, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro, Bellevue, Broomer Lawnmower, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. Open up at 7, closing at 4:30 Monday through Friday, 8 to 12 on Saturdays. If you can't get a hold of us, check us out online, DickensSupply.com.
Good afternoon from the Superbook.com sports desk. We found out about 2 hours ago that the Tennessee Titans have signed Big Jeff to a 4-year contract extension. Just a little while ago, we found out the details of that, including the 4-year contract extension is $94 million. $66 million of that is guaranteed. And Jeffrey Simmons got a $24 million signing bonus. Tonight, actually, I should say tomorrow night, could be the biggest game of the season for the Nashville Preds as they take on the Winnipeg Jets up in Canada. Right now, the Preds are only 1 point behind the Jets for that final wild card spot in the Western Conference with just 4 games remaining. For all your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Friday edition. Taking a lot of y'all's phone calls because there's a big story out there. Big Jeffrey Simmons in the mix. 4-year extension, $94 million, 66 guaranteed, 23.5 per. There you go.
Light it up.
One of the faces of the franchise in the mix for the foreseeable future. 615-737-1045, your reaction to that. Jeffrey Simmons today tweeting, Titans Nation, thank you guys for the last 4 years. I'm so grateful for you guys. 6 minutes go by with everybody thinking he gone.
Oh, it's over. Who coming to get him? Where's he going?
And then he tweeted, but we're not done yet. Damn it. LFG, we have so much work to do. Exclamation point.
Big Jeff's home.
He is Ron Slay. He is in the building.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building. 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 You hear that noise right there? That's how Big Jeff comes. Walking to the bank like that. Very deservingly so.
How would you want your $66 million? Just give me a cashier's check, or I think it was like, what was it, Smiley, 24, like right at signing?
24 signing bonus.
Yeah. How would you want the 24? Just drive it over in a Brinks truck?
Nah, go and deposit it, but I'm going my way to the bank to meet you.
Maybe give me briefcases like Howie Mandel's game show? What was that game show?
Yeah, it's too many briefcases.
Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, it's a lot of briefcases.
Like the Pulp Fiction briefcase.
Deal or no deal.
Put it in gold blocks.
I want to see when they press enter on the computer for the deposit to be made. Just hold on till I get there.
I just want the notification on my phone that something's been deposited into my account.
So that's the story that Shane and Terry told when they sold Rivals. That they were all sitting around at Satco, and their phones all dinged at the same time when the money went through. Can you imagine?
That's a beautiful ding. That's
so you want like bank heist movie where like you want the money sent to your Swiss bank account, and I want to watch you press enter.
Yep. And I want to see it. Oh, there it is. Shake hands with Rand. Nice doing business with you.
Would life change like inside you, like in that moment, or would things just be the same?
No, I think as far as the happiness, yeah, most definitely. Like, yeah, it's gonna change. Like you just got $24 million in one whop. Yeah, you
don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, you ain't got no choice but to change. You start thinking about
financial
everybody
stuff.
in your family. Like,
it's like the biggest headache out there.
Yeah, I mean, then you start to navigate how we get things back to normal, because I don't think things change for you. I think things change more so for everybody around you.
Start getting phone calls from random people.
Yeah, especially with him being.
Remember, I'm your
25.
cousin from Osceola.
Yeah, it's like, where? I've never been there. But okay, that's what's up. I'll tell him, reach out to my auntie then. She'll hit me up. I mean, like, come on, dog.
Remember at the family reunion, man?
How you get my number?
We had those deviled eggs together.
How you get my number? But I think, man, you got to listen. That's not what you do it
justice,
for.
Where they just roll up onto the
family reunion. Yeah, just out there. Oh, Big Jeff. They say, dude, there ain't Big Jeff over there, man. Go holler, man. That's your cousin. He just got a big old check. Go see if we give you some.
Little man, I got this great idea. All right, I got this really good idea.
What would y'all buy though? Like you get $24 million in one keystroke. You've got to buy something.
Land immediately, and I'm building on it in the country. And I'm building on it.
That's a darn good idea. Give me like 25 acres and then don't come near me.
No, I'll tell you talking about more than 25.
Yeah,
I can read it in his face.
I want more like a ranch, like a compound.
Like the Dutton Ranch?
Yeah, give me a compound.
I live on 0.25 acres. 25 acres to me sounds like a lot right now, okay?
Give me a compound. I mean, I got the helicopter into the games. I ain't going to be able to get there. Y'all can't. I mean, you can ride by my house all the time. I'll never know you rode by it. Because I'm going to be
so far in?
Yeah, driveway every bit of 2 miles.
Multiple security gates.
Yeah, driveway every bit of 2 miles. 2 miles, yes, sir. All day long. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about.
I want a house on the water.
I like that.
And maybe a plane.
Where you going?
I just want options. Life's about options. You have a plane, you have options.
Just want options.
Where are you going? I don't know.
Where you about to go to?
Smyrna International.
Where you gassing up the jet to, man? Where you flying with the Murfreesboro real quick?
We go to Augusta this weekend. I don't know.
Just going to Kroger in Augusta.
Yeah, but I'm going to go to Kroger in like Nevada.
I'll be right back, y'all.
They have Kroger out there.
They will.
Albertsons.
If not, you can put one up.
And we can go to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, there you go. We'll be right back, y'all, by the end of the show.
What would y'all buy? You get $24 million, keystroke. It's in your account. What do you buy? You have to buy one thing. 615-737-1045. Here's another question I was going to ask you. Watching the Masters. If you could, number one, if me and you played the Masters under the current conditions, what would we shoot?
Oh, under those conditions?
Yeah.
I can get at least a little cool 110.
There's no way you're shooting a 110.
You think I'm going to shoot under worse than that?
Oh, yeah.
What you think, about 140?
You know how long it would take us? Like, if we played every shot? Because a lot of people are like, hey, man.
You're talking about right now in our current state?
Triple bogey is like the highest score. Just pick it up and roll out.
Oh, well, I'll roll out.
No, if we played every shot
at
Augusta, it would take us like 8 hours. We would both shoot probably under these conditions, like where the pins are and shooting and hitting from the tips and all those things. I'd be happy with a 140.
They can't make us walk though.
Oh, we're walking. Yeah, you got to take the course in.
Oh,
I walked that course. It's awesome.
Well, we need rest.
You feel the history.
After 9, give us a little nap. We'll pick back up.
So a beer after every hole or every other hole?
We can't get done. We got back 9, we can have a beer every hole. Front 9, if we go beer every hole.
Serious?
Yeah.
Serious on the front 9?
Yeah, we got to be serious because we got to set the tone.
All right, so if it's me and you, what other two people would you like in the history of this world? And, like, let's let Jesus out of it.
Okay.
Okay, because I think that's an easy answer. But
people that we know play golf.
You need time to think about it?
No. I actually know.
Well,
Give me. Okay,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to take Jake and Franklin about the $24 million, but if you already know, then
I know.
You know.
Give me Pac-Man. Pac-Man, give me Pac-Man.
I like
Pac-Man
where your head's at. I like where your head's at, and I'll explain that in a second. Go ahead.
Pac-Man's going to be out there with him because he can golf and he's entertaining, and we're going to have a great time out there, guaranteed. The next one that I would want, it's a toss-up right here with this one, man. I either got to have Bill Murray or Charles Barkley. One of the two.
I ran into Bill Murray at Wrigley the other day.
See what I'm saying?
Oh,
give me one of them because we got it. They're gonna keep us.
My man was just standing there and you just laugh.
Yep.
He just has that aura about him.
One's good at golf. One may kill you with the golf ball.
I'm just telling. Now I'm like, can you imagine the stories that Chuck could tell?
See, that's where I'm going. You want to be with the best storytellers.
Yep.
And that's why, like, Pac-Man, for those that don't know, Pac-Man's one of the best storytellers out there.
Yep.
And he's got stories.
He got plenty.
And he'll tell you.
And he would. Yeah, exactly.
He'll tell you.
Especially imagine in that environment.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to hear everything. That's going to be good. Hunk ain't going to never have to hit the dump button or nothing.
There'll be other stuff going on.
Oh, you better believe it. Him and Chuck. Now, that'll be, you know what? Those two probably make it. Me and you will probably be in the cart or they'll be dragging us along because we're going to be fried.
I thought you said
with
back
them
9.
Two. Yeah, but they going to start early.
Yeah, they will.
And then we ain't going to just be like, hey, yo, we serious. Put those down. Put them drinks down. We serious right now. Ain't no shots right now.
Yeah. I'm never telling Pac-Man he can't do anything. We get along well. Mm-hmm. But I'm not telling, hey, Pac.
You say no.
Don't be doing that, man. Can you imagine?
What? Chasing you around with a golf club.
It wouldn't take him long to catch me.
No, you can't quick.
Have you seen both of us? I was thinking like same thing, storyteller. So I was thinking Howard Stern, and then I was just because of the radio thing. I'd love to pick his brain about radio. And then also I was thinking maybe Jim Nantz. I was thinking Tiger Woods because he could tell you like where you need to be hitting.
Tiger gonna laugh at us, man.
And then I was thinking Bill Clinton.
Clinton stories.
Politics aside, Republican, Democrat, whatever. That dude's got stories.
Just give us the stories from governor on down. From Arkansas governor on down. Give us those stories. We don't need nothing else.
Can you imagine the Arkansas stories?
What? I mean, amazing. Man. And in the era that he was up there, Yeah.
Boy, you'd have to sign an NDA.
Yes.
I mean,
Ain't no question.
That guy.
Ain't no
there's all
question.
kinds of things going on around him.
Probably has some good cigars.
Oh, I'll be smoking.
Listen to you. Let me get Jake and Franklin in here real quick before you murder me about the break. 615-737-1045. Big Jeff in the house. Let's go to Jake and Franklin. Jake, what's up?
Hey, man. I wanted to answer your question about the $24 million.
What are you doing when $24 million hits your bank account? What you got?
All right. So I am currently a senior at Centennial with your boy Dr. Dyson.
Hey.
And I joke with my friends about the basketball stadium being named after me, so I would drop as much as he needs to name the basketball gym after myself.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Call it the Newtatorium.
I wouldn't know what was going on at the Newtatorium. Like, that could be like a house for owls, or, I mean, I don't even know. Maybe that would be the Hootatorium.
Slay, I don't think you could shoot 210 at Augusta National.
Dang, not even 210?
I've walked the course with my dad twice,
Yeah.
and I don't think I could shoot 110 or 150, honestly.
And you can play. That's what you're saying.
I'm about to beat Kevin Dyson's rear end if he lets me go out there.
See, my thing is,
Dyson can play too. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it.
My question is, what about? Are we talking about in the state that I am now, or are you talking about you gonna give me about 3 months to prepare for the Masters?
I will say this, and you haven't swung a golf club in a while, and we're playing
since our last tournament
on Monday. You're gonna notice this. Having lost a bunch of weight, you can get through the golf ball so much easier.
Oh, see, I can't wait.
Yeah. Now, that doesn't translate to anything necessarily.
But no, don't tell me that part, You already put in my head, so I'm going to be expecting,
I'm going to get you confident. But how
I'm
long
going to go to the
would it
range
take
tomorrow.
me, you, Pac-Man, and Bill Clinton to play that course?
Oh.
Might as well bring Trump and Biden in there, too.
Oh, dog. Once we get to the turn, boy, we got to take a break because we're going to need to recoup.
Barkley, let's get a bunch of foursomes.
That'll be doing it. That'll be doing it. That's a real celebrity golf classic right there. Gosh, I love to be in that. Just for the storytelling. Just let me drive the cart. I don't even got to hit.
I'll tell you about my trip to Augusta when we come back. 615. It involves Tiger Woods, a bunch of F-bombs, and him 5 feet away from me.
Well, that's a great story.
615-737-1045.
What's happening, good people? Yes, if it was cold when you woke up, I hope it wasn't cold in your house because you should be controlling your HVAC unit. That's what you should be doing. The climate should be beautiful. It's always beautiful in mine thanks to Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com is how you need to reach out to them. Now, they are the heating and cooling company that can take care of all your HVAC needs. So if you had to switch it on to cool and then back on the heat, and you're kind of frustrated with what's going on and you're not getting the results you need, you're not in there just comfortable, well, guess what, people? That's a problem. And you need to reach out to Kevin and our guys. I think because it's a family business and they take care of your family once you become a customer. They want you to do that. April specials still last. You got to get into it now. Through the month of April, you can get your AC tuned up for $79 and get the fall tune up for free. It's real simple to do. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling is a proud Rube Pro partner and Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. Always get in touch with them. I made the mic pop right there because it's so serious. SpringHillAC.com. Call them.
Maybe you've been tempted to use your phone's hotspot for home Wi-Fi instead of real home internet from Xfinity. After all, what could go wrong? You're streaming a movie on date night and the picture freezes. You've got friends over to watch the playoffs when the game lags mid-buzzer beater. Then everyone stops booing the refs and starts booing you. Or you have to keep your camera off during a virtual job interview. Look, it's time for real home internet. Fast, reliable internet on the Xfinity 10G network so everyone can be online even during peak hours. Now through April 23rd, new customers can get 200 megabit Xfinity Internet and Xfinity Mobile for just $50 a month for 2 years during the Xfinity 10G network launch celebration. Go to Xfinity.com/10G or call 1-800-XFINITY to learn more. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees are extra. After the promotion, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet service. Reduced mobile speeds after 20 gigabits of data usage. Data thresholds may vary. Very vital. The clock. It's tricky to rock around. Weather delay at the Masters. There were 2 pine trees that fell across the 17th tee box. I don't know how these trees did not hit anybody.
You know why?
It's crazy.
Somebody probably said 4.
Think so. Kind of curly.
Or timber.
You might want to end that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
615.
We're just hanging out.
737-1045. So Chris Vernon does radio in Memphis. He works for Grind City Media now, and he does a Masters update every day, and these videos are crazy. We can play the audio for you, which will give you a sense, but go watch it. We tweeted it out. Verno with his Masters update. He is at Chris Vernon Show. We tweeted it from at 3HL1045. But here's a little sample of what he does.
Whoa! That's what's going on at Augusta. Yeah. Brooks Koepka 12 under. Yeah, he is. Brooks Koepka 12 under. BK. He be getting real strong. Tough. Jenna walking in a thong. Cheeks out. Yeah, he working on them guns. While she tanning her buns. Cheeks out. Brooks Koepka 12 under. Yeah. That's what's going on at Augusta.
So he's got sunglasses on, a pitching wedge. He's dancing. He's got a green Masters jacket on, and he comes up with all these updates.
He said cheeks out.
Hey, do you know how long this thing is?
Yeah.
It's 6.5 minutes long.
Yeah,
every bit.
Yeah, and you need every bit of it.
Yes, entertaining to the T.
And then what'll happen is you'll start walking around and it'll just be locked in your head. What's going on at Augusta?
I was doing that a second ago. Just sitting here. Just what's going on at Augusta?
That's the third thing I think about when Masters roll around.
Waka Flocka is going to be in my head for the rest of the day.
Hello, friends. Then thinking about who's going to win. And then I think about Chris Vernon.
Yeah, I think Jim Nantz should interview, or Scott Van Pelt should interview Chris Vernon at the Masters. You know how they're doing all these Sports Center Live?
Yep.
And so Marty Smith's interviewing people. Van Pelt, who's one of the best at that television thing, like one of the best interviewers out there, is out there interviewing people. So yeah, they should have Chris Vernon and all his people, his little mascots, and
everybody.
Because there's mascots in the video behind him dancing.
But you got to interview him as the artist, not as the Chris Vernon.
Yeah. He used to do shows with Tony Allen that were just absolutely hysterical. We had Tony Allen one time, the grind father, played for the Memphis Grizzlies, lockdown defender. I mean, we had him on, he was asleep. His mom had to go wake him up.
While he had already answered the phone?
No, he was asleep, and then she had to go wake him up. And then, she was like, yeah, I'll just walk in there and hand him the phone. Hang on. And, she went in there, Tony. It was his mom or his grandma, I forget. But anyway, then he fell asleep while he was doing the interview.
Tony! Man, get tired, man.
Grandfather. Mm-hmm. So we went to the Masters, and I went with a buddy, Bryan DeLauder. And so it was absolutely amazing. We went on a Thursday. So like a first round deal, and I forget how long ago it was, 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, I remember I saw Michael Wilbon, who is really tall.
Really?
And he looked a lot older than I thought he was. Like he was kind of laboring as he walked.
Yeah.
So that stuck out to me. Also, I tried the pimento cheese. Everybody was like, you got to try the pimento cheese sandwich down there. I don't like pimento cheese. I know as a Southerner you're supposed to, but
I've never even tried it.
Then how do you know if you don't like it?
Because that's why I know I don't like it.
Just listen to how it's said, pimento cheese. Like how does that that doesn't sound good?
You know how many people are irritated with us right now that we live in the South and we don't like pimento cheese?
Yeah, it sounds like it got something to do with feet. Pimento.
Calm down there, Rex.
Jay Smiley, you eat pimento cheese? Does he eat pimento cheese?
I'm out on it too. We're 4 for 4 here.
Wow.
Hey.
That's pretty amazing.
Probably
you hardly ever get 100% of the room, like for anything.
We got it. We got it today.
So I tried the pimento cheese because Davenport told me to do it, and so I did it for her. And listen, the prices of things, like food and concessions and all that, are ridiculous. So it's $1.50. And so then I went to egg salad. I can knock down some egg salad.
What is egg salad?
It's like eggs and mayonnaise and
no.
chopped up. And
I'll be out on it.
Give me some
tuna. Give me tuna salad.
I'm out too.
I'm an egg lover.
Y'all are out on everything.
Oh, no, I'll destroy eggs by themselves. But when you mention the word mayonnaise, out.
See, nobody likes mayonnaise. You know, we're Miracle Whip guys.
You're crazy.
Everybody
you can
loves
do it.
Miracle
You
Whip.
can do it with Miracle Whip.
Well, if they do it with Miracle Whip, I'm all in.
I will tell you that mayonnaise would not be the first thing that I purchased with my $24 million if I was Big Jeff.
Yeah, somebody was getting me like it's not $24 billion because we were talking about what would you buy, like because $24 million is hitting his bank account, like boom, there it is. Bing. But he's also, you got to keep in mind too when you're thinking about this purchase, he's getting 66 guaranteed. He's just getting 24 when he signs.
Right, yeah.
So he's got more coming.
Oh yeah, it'll be though. Just work hard, bro. It's gonna be right there waiting on you.
So Justin says, easy at Brent Doherty. The man is getting $24 million, not $24 billion. Planes, trains, and automobiles go quickly with this inflation.
That's very true.
That is true. Might have to put a pause on the
just lease
on the
one
airplane
was
idea until I get at least one. Yeah. Let's see. Gary says, I want my $24 million in all caps. He says, all in ones. I'm about to make it flood.
You most definitely are.
Well, you definitely could go to the golf tournament with Pac-Man then.
Yep, go get you some wings. You can go to Magic City, get you some Magic City Lou wings. Some Lou Williams wings.
So we walk into it. So when you walk onto the ground, you immediately feel the history of that place. And if you watch it every year, you see these iconic holes and you go. So his idea was, because everybody when they walked in was going toward 1 and going that way, we went to 18 where no one was.
Right, came back
so
around.
we were coming back around. So but that enabled us to like look at the course with no one on it. And so then after a while, and so then I wasn't drinking beer because I was like, I want to remember this and all those things. So then we post up at Amen Corner, which is 11, 12, and 13. 11 is the par 4 with water on the left. And a lot of times they try to run it up the right side to give them the angle at the green. Then 12 is the par 3. 13 is the last hole on Amen Corner. So many Masters have been won and lost on these holes.
Yeah.
And so we figured out Tiger's like 4 holes away. So, you know, we got a couple beers and got some sandwiches or whatever, and we posted up at Amen Corner. So we're on 11, right about where the second shot should be, maybe a little bit down from that. And so Tiger comes through there. Everybody starts to fill in because people are just following him around.
That's it.
Know?
Yeah.
And so we have pretty good sight line, and so we're on the right side of the fairway, and there's trees up toward the tee box from us, and so that's to our left. The green is to the right.
Yeah.
Down the hill. And so there are trees between like where the crowd is standing and the fairway. So Tiger hits it way right. And it goes beyond the trees. So instead of going back toward the fairway, he's going to run it up the right side and let it catch the hill. This is his idea, I'm thinking, as I'm standing there watching him, and let it catch the hill and roll down and give him a third shot at the green where he could go up and down for par. So he's looking over by us. I mean, looking at us. And I'm like, he's going to come right through here. And so the guys like push all of us back. And so they make us move back. So then he looks again. He's looking at his shot. He looks again, and he wants him to move us back again. So he moves us back again. So then we're standing, and he hits it. And he hits like a worm burner. I mean, hard line drive, like 4 feet off the ground. And it does have like a right to left hooking action to it. But I'm like, dude, that's coming right at us.
Yeah.
It hits the guy right next to me. The ball hits the guy right next to me and drops down. So, you know, I assume the guy's good. I'm trying to get in position where I'm gonna be like right next to the ball when he hits it.
Yeah.
And then I look back, I'm like, you okay, bro? He's like, dude, Tiger Woods just hit me with a golf ball.
He loved it.
This is exactly where they are right now. Oh, that's 13, sorry. And so Tiger comes in there, and you can tell he's like pissed.
Yeah.
And his head's moving, and like he's mouthing stuff. And when he gets over there, it's just F-bomb after F-bomb. And he was like, the gallery wouldn't move. Like, y'all wouldn't move.
You wanted to get hit.
And like, I really wanted to tell him, like, we did what they told us to do, Tiger. But I didn't.
Yeah. Let that roll.
He might snap me off.
Yeah, let Tiger have that one.
Yeah.
Sorry. You got that one, Tiger.
Sorry, Tiger. You're right, buddy.
You're right. We didn't move.
So then he hits the next shot, hits it on the green, no problem. But I mean, he was mad, dude.
I bet he was. So did you get to stay right there by the ball when he hit the next shot?
I got to watch the man hit the ball 4 feet from me with nobody between me and him. And so after the round, he talked about that, like he was asked about it, and he said something about the gallery wouldn't move or something like that. And I'm like, that's not true. Like, we did what they told us to do.
They just didn't move you back further enough.
Right. If he wanted us to keep moving back, he could have told them to do that, but he didn't.
Yeah. I would have told you, hey, man, get them off the course, man. Nobody got time to play with them right now.
Hey, tell them there's pimento cheese sandwiches.
Yeah,
over
come
there.
on. Somebody give them free sandwiches away. Sandwiches on me. $1.50 each. Hey, on me, baby.
Here's $100.
Run it up.
You'll get like 90 sandwiches or whatever it is. It's not that. Math. 615-737-1045. Let's go to Rodney in the borough. Rodney, what's up?
Rodney,
Hey, guys. Slay, I got a challenge for you.
Talk to me.
I saw a video from a lower-level pro that said the average person could start 10 feet away from each hole at the Masters and not make the cut.
Yeah, no, I 100%. I think
10
that's true.
feet?
10 feet from each hole.
Oh,
you missed
from each hole.
No, I ain't believing that.
Huh.
You said
It's
below
that hard to
average?
play.
You said below average?
No, average golfer.
Average golfer. Well, yeah, I could, yeah.
That the greens are so, like the greens aren't bad yesterday and today because it's so humid, so they're not as fast.
10 feet's not far, man. Goodness
With
gracious.
the gallery, pressure, Masters.
Oh, dude, I'm going to have a great time. I ain't worried about the gallery.
I mean, because guess what? Like,
Thank you,
it ain't
Rodney.
appreciate that. You stink it up. You stink it up. You would, like, everybody thought you stunk at first. I can't do nothing but go up.
Nobody's expecting you to do anything.
Exactly. I'm out there like putt.
They're waiting for you to be funny.
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna be.
Because your first putt literally could be like what are the two most dreaded words in golf? Maybe in sports, still away. Meaning you're putting again.
Right.
So you take that 10-foot putt and you roll it past like 20 feet.
And you turn it to
then you're turning it.
See,
into
okay, I can understand that part, but yeah, and I can imagine so. But you got to have a caddy. You got to have somebody reading the greens because if we playing the Masters, everybody has
I'm
a caddy.
not trying to make the first putt ever. I'm trying to lag that 10-foot putt every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a
when
2.
I get right up on. Yep.
Give me a 2.
I'm taking the 2 on the 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out of here with a 36.
I'm birdieing all the way through this thing. You can call me birdie. That's what I'm have on the back of my Masters jacket. Put the green jacket on me. Stitch birdie on it. That's gonna be me in yellow stitching. Now you got to be terrible to start 10 feet out on every hole and not make the cut.
Yeah, that's
like you got to imagine. Like, wow, no, I ain't that garbage. I'm garbage, but I ain't that garbage. I'm telling you.
We got the Zone Golf Tournament coming up
Look
on
at
Monday.
Look, DeJuan Buford, man. My State Farm agent, my brother, man. That's true. I've been there. It's like putting on the table. But putt short. Like yours just said, why y'all trying to go straight in the hole on the first try? That's the problem. See, y'all gonna get up. See, listen here, y'all. See, that's the problem with people. You think you good, and you know you're not good. Just be who you are. If you are who you are, like, listen, I'm terrible. I'm going to get up there, and I know I'm terrible, so I'm going to hit it, barely tap it. I'm going to tap that thing. If it's like putting on the table, I'm going to be like, oh, okay. It went halfway. Now it just went from 10 feet to 2 feet.
Yeah, tap it.
And guess what? I'm going to go from 2 feet to 1 feet. 1 foot. And boom.
So
tap
your
'em on
mantra
in.
the whole day at Augusta, when you start 10 feet outside the hole, is just tap it.
Get to 3. Get to 3. If the hole is 10 feet away, I'm getting to 7. I got 7 amount of energy. Hey. 7 energy.
What does that
putting.
even mean?
I don't know. But it
7
sound good.
amount of energy.
7 feet of energy I got to get to the hole. And that's all I'm giving you. No, I'm not going. I'm not going past.
Totally see us like
DeJuan, I'm not going past that hole.
We're going to tap it, and it's going to go like 1 inch, and then we're going to sit there with 9 feet 11 inches.
Yeah, and I'm going to tap it all the way to it.
Slay, if you triple bogeyed at Augusta, do you know what your score would be?
If I triple bogeyed?
If you triple bogeyed every hole, which is what you just said.
No, I don't. No, I'm not going to triple bogey. I'm not going to triple bogey. I'm going from 10 feet to 7 feet. That's what I'm 10 to 7. I'm hitting 7 feet, so I'm gonna be at 3 feet left on my putt.
7. I thought you meant 7 strokes.
No. That's for somebody really sorry.
Like if
triple
you,
bogey would be 288.
If you shot triple bogey, which would be 54 over par, you would shoot 126.
Oh.
No, that's somebody that's really sorry. 126.
I thought you were saying triple bogey every hole, and par is 72.
Well,
so 72 times
3.
Yeah.
I'm hitting. I'm 67, 65, coming in hot.
You'd be so proud of yourself.
Yeah, and I get to choose.
Well, you'd be like, I'm buying beers.
Can
boy.
I buy mulligans?
They'd be like, how'd you shoot a 65? And you'd be like, I started 10 feet out.
Yeah, they told me I could.
Every hole.
They said I couldn't do it.
So Brent tries 216, but still, that would be what your score would be.
No, most definitely wouldn't be my score because I know what to do. See, that's everybody. Yeah, everybody else get in there and be foolish and think they finna just let
They're
it go.
going to try to make every 10-foot putt.
I'm not out there for that. That's what the pros out there for.
I would be tempted to try to make it.
I know you gonna try to make it.
I would try to make it.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna be right there behind yours. Nope. See, he used 10 pounds of pressure. I'm gonna go a little shorter than that.
Is he a tire?
10 feet of pressure. Yeah, that's what he did. I'm gonna use 7.5 feet of pressure, and I'm gonna get us. What my caddy? Who's my caddy? That's the next question.
Pac-Man.
We definitely winning.
Call it Pac-Man. Tell you.
I'm gonna tell Nation.
Yeah.
What?
Nation. I love that Pac-Man, which is a nickname for Adam Jones, also has a nickname for his nickname, which is Nation.
Yeah.
Because he can cover the whole nation.
Every bit of it. I mean, every bit of it.
20 NFL personnel people were asked which quarterback would go number 1 overall. I'll tell you, this from ESPN Plus. We'll tell you what they said. Next, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's up, good people? You don't need to think that you can do it by yourself. Why? Because I got a solution for you. When I'm talking about losing a little weight, man, I'm talking about getting to a size that you want to be at. That's Awaken 180. And this is what they specialize in. You want to talk about a diet? Want to talk about weight loss? Something off the internet? Don't go that route. Your body, your habits, your metabolism, all different. That's why you need a coach. You need somebody to get you a menu that is tailored to you, a customized program that you can stick with. Not a workout plan or one-size-fits-all diet. This right here, I'm telling you, you're going to slim all the way up and you're going to be shocked. I lost 15 pounds in the first 2 weeks. I still haven't been to the gym. I'm going soon, but I still ain't been. Now I'm all the way down 35 pounds, man, and I'm still going. You can do the same thing. Get your personalized coach, get your personalized plan. All of it falls up under the Awaken 180 tree. Awaken 180 Weight Loss, the long-term solution for weight loss. Schedule your consultation by calling 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Buddy Allen Carpet One, they're your flooring experts. Apparently, number 1, we were way off with our math on triple bogey in the whole course, but that's okay because we're not paid to do math. So there you go. But I am wanting to tell you about Buddy Allen Carpet One because if you're thinking about a flooring project, go see these guys this weekend. And they've got the state-of-the-art showroom in Donaldson, 2405 Lebanon Pike, locally owned and operated also, which makes them special. The Allen family, for more than 55 years, has owned and operated Buddy Allen Carpet One. Zach, Jenna, and Judson Allen, they are in the store every day, brothers and sisters. I've known them for a long time. They're great people. Go check them out this weekend. Free in-home measures and estimates. They'll be with you through the entire process as well, including the installation. Big box stores farm that out, not Buddy Allen Carpet One. They'll handle that too. 615-883-3289, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. 3HL 104.5 is home. Big news of the day. Big Jeff. Jeffrey Simmons, Titans defensive tackle, in the mix. 4 more years. 4-year extension worth $94 million. 66 guaranteed. 24 when he signs it.
That's how you load up, baby.
23.5 per.
Yeah, that's the way you load up.
Yep. You can watch the show YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Brett Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Don Davenport back on Monday. Hope y'all are having a great, good Friday. From ESPN Plus, they were talking to some of their draft experts. 20 NFL personnel people were asked which quarterback would go number 1 overall. They were basically split between C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young.
That sounds about right.
Who do you think ends up going number 1 to Carolina?
I'm going to go Stroud.
I'm going Stroud, too, because of 6'3", 214.
Yep, size. Frank Reich. Yep. Totally agree.
Are you nervous about the 5'10" part of Bryce Young's game?
No, as a fan, no. If I'm a part of that team, coach or something like that,
Carolina
yes.
trying to get your franchise quarterback?
Yes, I am. Because, man, all it takes is one lick, and these dudes coming so fast. The only good thing about it is, man, you have protection. You got the protection now where you can barely get to the quarterback, can't hit him the way you used to be able to. So many different rules in place to protect the quarterback. I think it's okay. It's just still, man, he's small, man. That is small. And it's not a small like Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's small, but, man, bulky, like strong. This guy, man, this brother here, man, I followed him around at SEC Media Day because I was in disbelief of how small he was. Like, looking at his jersey hanging in the glass case from when they won the national championship in the Heisman, I'm looking at it like, dude, this can't be the Heisman. Like, I never would have guessed he was that small. But one thing also, Alabama plays against really good competition, so you got to have your line intact, whoever's going to get them. Offensive line, got to protect. He's the golden goose. Got to do a great job of it. And I will say, to make it this far, he has been durable and been running from edge guys that have been wanting to get to him anyway and knock his head off. So, going to be interesting to see how he translates to the NFL. But talent-wise, give me him all day. He got the same Pat Mahomes gene as far as scrambling to keep plays alive and getting his guys open with a gun to get it to him. I like that talent-wise all day long.
We asked the question earlier, which quarterback is most likely to slide? C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis. We both went with Will Levis. There is one kind of train of thought, though, with Levis that, once he is the last man standing. Now, some people out there saying that Hendon Hooker could be third. That's what Rhett Bryan called in with, reports are out there that he may end up going third. But anyway.
If it's a situation, though, where they don't need him to play, I don't see why. This is what I was going to say while Gordion was talking. My bad, cutting you off, too.
No, you're good.
This isn't like the Zoom era where you can fool guys if they can't see you. Like, it's important to be able to go in there and talk the lingo, talk the language, sell yourself. And one thing you got to know on these 30 visits, I would imagine this is something we can ask Coach Mack or Gordion or somebody. Are they watching film with these guys as well? And I would think they are. So all the stigma coming from Tennessee's passing hyper offense and the way it is, he doesn't have a lot to really manage when coming to the line, in the huddle, this, that, and the other. I think he's putting to rest all of this when they're sitting there watching film for it even to be buzzed like this. If it's even buzzed this way, something good got to be taking place.
So the Colts worked out Will Levis yesterday. The Titans have a visit scheduled, or they've already done it. Don't know on that deal. Matt Miller said a prospect, Slay, that he thinks will go higher than people think, and we have Matt Miller on a lot, Tennessee wide receiver Jalen Hyatt. He said he's talking to people around the league, and people keep coming back at him with 18.9 yards per catch. 15 touchdowns, and everybody's still talking about what he did against Alabama and that defense and Nick Saban. 6 for 207 yards and 5 touchdowns.
That was really impressive. And I know going to the combine.
He's a slight guy.
Yeah, and he's slight. And going to the combine is like walking past the candy shop. Like, you're going to see all kind of things you like. He didn't impress me if I was walking by the candy shop with his 40 that I was expecting because of the build-up, him saying, us hearing that he was probably going to run like a 4.2 and some change, somewhere in that nature, and he didn't run that. So it was like, golly, I needed to see that because he's coming to a team to take the top off regardless. Now, take into account, running a 40 and NFL football speed is football with pads on is two totally different things. So he may be faster on the football field in actual play than he is running the 40. So I just, walking past the glass, looking at what's on display, I wasn't as impressed, and I hate that for Hyatt. I hate that. And he missed a couple of balls that were dropped right there on his hands. It was like one or two passes. I was like, oh, no, you got to catch that one. So we'll see, though.
We'll see. I still love, and I know you do too, Georgia outside linebacker Nolan Smith.
Yeah.
6'2", 238. There's some talk about him being admired by a couple teams in the top 10.
Right.
Because a lot of drafts have him going like, I don't know, 12 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a 3-4 outside rush guy. Another guy that I like maybe wide receiver wise, just kind of looking through things this morning. And we've talked about him, Jonathan Mingo at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
We're not talking about first round guy. We're talking about down the road a little bit. But 6'2", 220 ran a 4.46.
Man.
And from what I hear from our SEC people, he's a dog.
With huge hands, like his measurables are off the chart. That was one of Greg Cosell's diamonds in the rough. So, and I kind of forgot about Mingo. That's the weird part of it. So you got guys like that. This is my thing, Euro, with getting how you say his name? Jackson and Jigba.
Jigba, yeah.
Yeah. This is my problem with getting him. I know he is going to be a talent. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Man, Mingo. In this type of system, man, I just think it'll be
What if you get Njigba in the first round and Mingo in the second round? Now you're really changing that wide receiver room.
You change it all. Man,
then you got
change the
Traylon
game
Burks
plan.
and Kyle Phillips and Chig, and now you got some weapons.
Yeah, now you got to be looking to trade or something. Because we about to pass. It's too many weapons to have them people lining up out. Man, when them people go line up all them three people, put Kyle Phillips and NWI in them out there. We go 5 wide. Let's get busy. King, I love him. I love King. He's a different kind of guy. Man, do we need King if that's what we got?
615-737-1045. 5 o'clock hour coming up, 3HL. Stay tuned. We appreciate y'all. We'll be right back. Have a good Friday.
Man, last night I had the parlay rocking and rolling, man. One team messed it up. Do you hear me? I've been going on the NBA hot streak, man. I've been riding the heater with my NBA parlays, and they've been rocking and rolling. Won the last 2 nights. Last night I lost, though, man, I didn't lose because I did a 3 out of 4 4-leg parlay and ended up getting a little bit of change off of that. But I've been rolling with it, man. So pay attention to 3HL at the end of the game. At the end of the show, we stay on Zone TV and we read out what the parlay could be. So you missing that? Yeah, shame on you. Otherwise, Superbook Sports, that's who was getting it done for me. That's the app I have downloaded, and I go to superbook.com anytime I don't have my phone handy to wager and win today. Get the best odds makers in the business making the odds, and let your boy guide you. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling problem, call 1-800-889-9789. You know the motto, book it.
You know who the Tennessee Titans are not going to be drafting? That would be a brand new defensive tackle to replace Jeff Simmons. Why? Because they just signed him to a deal. Good evening and welcome into 104.5 The Zone and the Superbook.com Sports Desk. I'm Joe Hunk. As the Titans and Big Jeff announced that the new deal is a 4-year contract extension, $94 million, $66 million of that is guaranteed, and $24 million is going to be given to him in a signing bonus. Now it's time for a Seymour Putters Masters update, and play has officially been suspended for the remainder of the day. The Masters just put out a tweet that says that they can confirm that no injuries were reported during the storm that knocked over 3 trees to the left of hole 17 due to the wind, and due to safety reasons, they are going to suspend play for the remainder of the day. Play will resume tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Friday edition. If you want in, 615-737-1045. We've got one more hour. Masters weekend. NFL draft is less than 3 weeks away. Titans with big news today. We'll hit you with in just a second. But first, I'm Brent Doherty. He is Ron Slay.
I'm in the building.
Hey, I'm in the building.
Best believe I'm in the building. Better get ready. The jump got building.
Car ain't got no rules. Time for the show.
Big Jeff is in the mix. 4-year extension. He signed today. He scared the heck out of everybody on a Good Friday.
What did he do to scare us, y'all?
Well, he went to social media.
the home for scariness. It's the haunted house. Haunted house.
I wish we all would have had the opportunity to enjoy Ron Slay's social media while he was at the University of Tennessee. Had we had this little era going on then?
Oh, no. Oh, no. There's no, yeah. That would have been fun.
You'd have been like, Gators, we coming for you.
Oh,
just put it on Twitter.
Yep, they would have banned me. Coach and them would have banned me. Nah, dog, you can't get on there and talk no more.
It wouldn't have even been them. It would have been the tall man.
Yeah, very true. Yep. Dickey didn't play that.
Doug Dickey.
Mm-hmm.
You ever get called into his office?
Yes, I did. Yes, and it's all good until he tell you close that door behind you. Then you like, oh, come on, man, what is going on?
Close the door behind
you.
you.
He closed that door behind you. You got something to talk about, yeah. Don't let it be somebody else in there sitting with him. It's really serious.
Jeffrey Simmons tweeted, Titans Nation, thank you guys for the last 4 years. I'm so grateful for you guys. He tweeted that and then let it go silent for 6 minutes. And everybody was losing their minds, including Hunk, who texted us that tweet.
Don't do that to me, Big Jeff.
When I looked at it, I was like, Hunk, you didn't even look at the rest of it, Hunk.
Well, no, because, again, I saw the first part, and that's all I needed to see, so my thought automatically went, great. So we traded him for what pick? So, I was like, okay, they couldn't make a deal. They're trading Big Jeff. They're moving up in the draft.
In other words, it worked.
And then the other one came.
Well, the other one came, yes, but you needed a Paul Harvey moment right there. And now the rest of the story. The rest of the story was this tweet 6 minutes after that tweet. And he wrote, but we are not done yet, comma, damn it. LFG in all caps, 4 exclamation points. If you know, you know.
Let's get it on.
Let's freaking go. Or something similar. We have so much work to do, exclamation point. There you go. And then Teron Davenport had it first that I saw, that he had signed a 4-year extension. And then the money came out, 4 years, $94 million, 23.5 guaranteed, 23.5 per, 24 guaranteed at signing, 66 total guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Bank row.
So that story is out there. Want to get your reaction to that. Big Jeff in the mix. That's the biggest signing they could have had this offseason. 615-737-1045. What's the next biggest signing they can have this offseason? Oh. Tannehill redoing his deal, so he's back.
Got to hurry up.
Henry doing his deal, so he's back.
I mean, got to hurry up.
Or could those guys get caught up in the June 1st cuts?
You want to set the city on fire.
A lot of smoke around Kevin Byard.
Stop mentioning him, Euro. Stop. His name's off limit. It's like saying the boogeyman's name. You can't say Candyman. I know. Can't say Candyman name, man, over and over like that. Because then Byard may just disappear. I don't want him to disappear.
I'm just talking about what's being talked about. But what's funny about all of this is when Rand Carthon got hired, we sat in here and said, look, man, if you're a new general manager, you got to put everything on the table as a possibility.
Yep.
And obviously that's what he did. Because for like some of this stuff to get out doesn't necessarily mean he's like looking seriously at something, but
right.
There is a lot of smoke out there about a lot of things and about any and everything. And I think you want your general manager to be uncovering everything.
Man, he just Rand Carthon just came into ownership of a used car. And that's what the Titans are. A used car. Now when he get it, he didn't get no little report for him, no little credit report or
he didn't check out the Carfax.
Yeah, the Carfax didn't come in for him. So he didn't get to see none of that. So what he has to do, go get his own mechanics, walk around the car, put it in the garage, see exactly what's going on. Somebody he trusts, say, "Hey man, what you think about this? This alternator look good to you? What about this transmission? What about these tires?
Things.
Yeah, you got to have them, and that's Byard and Big Jeff. So as long as the transmission and the alternator good, we got a car.
Is Big Jeff the transmission?
Yeah, you don't need no slipping.
Is Byard the alternator?
Most definitely.
Is Henry the tires?
Oh, ain't no question.
What is Tannehill? The steering wheel?
Gotta be the steering wheel or the blinker.
The blinker?
Yeah,
the quarterback, the most important position on the field is the blinker.
Now listen, let me explain it to y'all. Because y'all will jump out there and y'all won't understand. Let me tell you what it is.
Tannehill is the blinker.
The reason Tannehill...
He's the steering wheel. He's got to drive the thing.
No. Vrabel the steering wheel.
Oh.
The reason Tannehill is the blinker, because you need to know which direction you're going. And he's going to let you know. Now, if he don't turn on, then guess what? You can lose 7 games in a row. But if he turn on and say, we're going right here, everybody in the car know, hey, everybody, let's do it, y'all. Everybody go right at the same time. We're going right. He don't cut the blink on, throw to the left. Ain't no blink on, interception. Ball going the other way, and we supposed to be going right. That's why it's so important for him to know where we're going.
Against Cincinnati, did he have the hazards on?
No. The blinkers was broke, but he didn't know. That's why you got to check all the lights when they go to the
how many
oil
people
place?
right now are on 65 not using their Tannehills?
Yeah, exactly, huh? You feel what I'm saying? And we're in a dangerous place because they're not. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't know because when they went to the oil check place, they always tell you, turn your left blinker on, and they walk behind you.
Is that the Titans facility, the oil check place?
That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right. And J-Rob wasn't paying attention. He was asleep. The blinker lights were out on the back. The tail lights, what's the turning signal lights were out.
See, that's where I was going to go when you got done with this whole thing.
What?
Do y'all call them blinkers or do you call them turn signals?
Oh, no, it's most definitely the blinker. Ain't no turn signal.
I say blinker, but then people get on me about it.
No, they wrong. them people dead wrong. No. Now, only time you need to use turn signal is when you're talking about the lights on the back of the car. Brake lights, turn signal lights. Can't say blinker lights.
Left turn signal. Yeah. Right turn signal.
That's it.
Horn.
That's it, huh? They didn't see Cincinnati game. He had the blinker on. I'm going left, but the lights wasn't on in the back. So it confused everybody. Everybody in the stadium was confused. Like, where we supposed to be going?
Oh, man.
And he was going somewhere else. So
I love how we stumble onto your analogies.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones on Mr. Jones on 3HL. Tannehill don't blink.
That's right. He don't blink at all. That's why he got to give the signal for everybody else to know.
DHB, this is Tennessee Slay. We don't use blinkers.
Zach
says, sounds like it's about to crash.
Yeah, see, you got to be careful.
Zach also said he was texting and driving during the Cincinnati game.
Hey, man, stop it. No, stop it. Ain't no phones allowed, man. No,
This ain't Augusta. There's phones allowed.
Todd Downey sabotaged the last 7 games after he knew he was getting fired. Burke's no-look lateral proof that. What is that? That is the craziest play. And there have been a lot of crazy plays.
That was a cold-blooded play right there.
Who's the seatbelt then, Slay?
Dude, I wouldn't even see like a 12-year-old flag football team try something like that.
No.
Where you're going to throw it halfway across the field, not looking over your shoulder.
You absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
And forward.
He threw a pass and threw another pass, all in one play in a game, in a clinching game that can get you to the playoffs. We're gonna do a double pass, but not behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's run like an 8-yard route and then do it.
That was cold.
So we weren't
He
even
outsmarted him.
We weren't even sure we had one person that could throw forward. We wanted to see if anybody else on the team could do it. Okay,
man, he was
What was
smarter
y'all's
than everybody
reaction
else.
when y'all saw that? Like, because I was just looking at my screen in disbelief. Like, did that really just happen?
No, my
Like, he literally could have just taken the pass, gone down, and played the next play like a normal human.
No.
Sad thing is that play almost worked.
Oh,
It almost worked.
See, see,
it seriously almost worked.
and what was your record in Madden this year, huh?
It almost worked.
See,
Okay.
Blaine said they had a guy, and I forget which guy it was. It wasn't Perry Phoenix, but it was somebody that they called almost. Because, like he's saying, it almost worked.
Yeah.
Man, you were almost there to break up that pass. You were almost there to make that tackle. You almost had that interception.
Almost to get you fired.
That's what Blaine said.
See where it
And
is?
again, somebody on 65 going, I almost turned on my blinker.
And they almost, yeah.
Zach says Aaron Brewer is the seatbelt.
No. Brewer ain't in this car. If he is, Brewer the gaslight. No, not Brewer. I'm talking about Daly. My bad.
No, Daly's gone.
No, Brewer like a windshield wiper. He's tough and sturdy, but he'll make a little funny noise if you ain't got the new wipers on him. You get the screeching. Yeah. And that's really more saying help.
Daly got kicked out the car, but like nobody wanted to stop the car. Like they just opened the door and kicked him out. But he landed on a big briefcase full of money.
You guys ever seen Police Academy when Hightower couldn't fit in the car and he pulled the chairs out?
Yeah.
Hightower.
Daly is the chair.
That's what Slay would have to do in my car.
We just pulled him. Get on. We don't need you.
Yeah.
How not to says, yeah, if Traylon looked, it would have worked. Yeah, but he didn't look like that.
No, hey, y'all, don't.
When they run a play where you sit there and ask, like, did they mean to do that? Like, was that drawn up? This is professional football players getting paid millions of dollars, and they look like a bunch of 11-year-olds saying, hey, watch this.
And that's it. That was most definitely a watch this moment.
Yeah, they're in the huddle, and they're like, hey, watch this.
Check this
I guarantee
out,
you that's the play right there that got Downey hired in New York. He comes up with stuff like this. This is our passing game
This
coordinator
really
right
work
here.
up there.
Mr. Jones says Daly is the crash test dummy. All right, more 3HL next on 104.5 The Zone. 615-737-1045. If you own a small business, you know the value of time. GetRefunds.com does too. That's why they've made it easy, no matter how busy you are, to apply for the Employee Retention Credit, or ERC. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started, and in less than 8 minutes, see if your business qualifies for ERC assistance. Your business may be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee kept on payroll during COVID-19. GetRefunds.com has already helped clients claim over $3 billion in payroll tax refunds through the ERC. They may be able to help your business, too. There's no upfront charge either. They don't get paid until your business gets its refund. Many businesses believe they will not qualify based off incomplete or outdated information. So don't let this opportunity pass you by, because this payroll tax refund is only available for a limited time. Go to getrefunds.com. That's getrefunds.com.
All right. I want to talk to you guys about the law offices of Charles Frazier, one of our new partners here on 3HL. And I got a chance to spend some time with attorney Frazier. So impressive on all accounts. The law offices of Charles Frazier specialize in estate planning and tax resolution. So if you are a small business owner and you have IRS or tax issues, And it's more common than you expect because a lot of business owners put taking care of their taxes on the back burner and then get in trouble. I get it, because if you're a small business owner, my family owns one, are doing a million things. And then you get in trouble, you stay frozen in fear. But you have to call Charles Frazier, because I'm going to tell you why. There is a way forward. He can help you. He's an Army veteran, local Tennessean, graduated from Austin Peay and the University of Tennessee. He is a father of 4, humble beginnings, help him to relate to everybody. And get this, he worked for the IRS as an agent right after he graduated. So he knows their inner workings. He knows how the IRS approaches tax audits. So let the law offices of Charles Frazier help you out. If you want to know more about Charles Frazier and what they do, visit Frazier.law. You can hear it for yourself. Testimonials are there from a lot of happy clients. Go to Frazier.law or give him a call. Schedule a consultation. 615-510-4000. 615-510-4000.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson from 104.5 The Zone's morning show. Ramon, Kayla, and Will, and I am a proud participant in this year's Visionaries of the Year campaign for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I have a special friend with me now. Olivia, you are battling this as we speak, and I know that treatments, they're not easy, right? And Dare to Dream, that's a campaign that is pushing for safer treatments for younger people just like you. How old are you? 10 years old, and it's not easy going through this. Can you talk about what it's been like?
It's been just really hard with all the needles, treatment, medicine, all that.
Yeah, and this is something that you are going to win. You're going to win this battle, but we need all the help we can get to get the education out there. Our Dare to Dream campaign for, again, safer use in some of the things that are being done with the treatment. So Olivia, we always appreciate your time and we are proud of you. You are going to continue this fight, and you can always donate. Every dollar counts. Just click on that QR code at the top of Zone TV, or you can just visit the Zone's website at 1045thezone.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. What up, Joe Hunt?
What's up?
Your Braves are killing it, dude.
They actually are doing amazing. And what sucks is the only guy that has lost a game this season is the one that is starting tonight for the Braves. So it's time for his redemption.
See, this is okay, good. I thought you were going down a negative
No,
path.
no, turn it around positive.
Lost team. Because
Going
everybody
positive.
else, like fans of all these other teams, are like, "Hey, Hunt, shut up."
No, he's the one guy that's got the L. Kyle Wright's supposed to be back here in about 4 days. He should be good to go.
All right.
Yeah, it's going positive right now. Some people are considering this the best offense in Major League Baseball at the moment.
They are a fun team to watch. I watched that game last night, and they came from behind against the Padres, and then won it at the end. They're fun to watch. They are.
And while we're also talking positive things about the Braves, they got a brand new play-by-play announcer on Bally Sports. He is killing it.
Is he?
He made that game way more intense than normally it would sound.
So let me ask you this.
He was doing great.
So the Braves swept the Cardinals.
Yes.
So have you been walking around the building just trash talking Mickey or what? Because Mickey's a huge Cardinals
Just
fan.
walk up to him, "What's up, loser?" and just keep going. My team didn't get swept by the Cardinals. My team swept y'all. Sorry.
I think you should do that.
I'll just go ahead and just keep doing that every single time.
Mickey would I think Mickey would pull the backhanded slap in the face.
Just have him play the Drake
You know
part
what I
of the
mean?
song where it just says, "Tonight I took an L," but don't put the "now I bounce back." Tonight
Yeah.
I take an L.
Remember when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock and I think it was your point, Slay, that was almost more demeaning than if he had punched him.
Yeah, that slap serious. That slap, you don't get too much more disrespectful than a slap.
So if Hunk went after Mickey talking about, "Hey man, your team sucks, we just swept you," or whatever he says, and Mickey went backhanded slap.
Oh, backhand. Golly.
Is that the worst thing?
Yeah, you got to catch his hand and tell him, "Hey man, if you're gonna do it, you got to do an open hand. Don't you dare backhand me. What are you doing? This is just totally disrespect. I'm a man. I'm 40. Know what he's supposed to tell him?
Oh man!
And the sad thing about it is, I didn't know that they were playing that early in the season, or I would have hyped it up going into the series.
You just started running your mouth.
Yeah, it was very
You
next
got to
road
be on
game.
it, Honk.
I did. I was like, "Oh, hey, they're playing the Nationals. They're on the road. Oh, they're taking on the Cardinals." I bashed the Cardinals so much on opening day while we were out at.
I was off that day.
Yes, yeah, you were off that day, but it was, we bashed them so much on opening day. 3 days later, Braves were playing them. I'd have hyped it up a little bit more. I need to figure out when they're playing in Atlanta. I can do that next time.
All right, so Braves Padres tonight, 6:20 on Apple TV.
Yeah, that game's on Apple TV, not Bally Sports, not ESPN, not Fox. You have to have Apple TV Plus to watch that.
To watch the baseball game?
Yeah, right now, matter of fact, the Rangers and Cubs game today was on Apple TV Plus as well.
See. Okay.
615-737-1045. You ever figure out how hard is it to bet the NBA right now? I know you're doing it every night, but you got to do a lot of research, don't you?
You do, man, because you don't know who. And then you got to see you got to look at the standings and see who really needs the game, who doesn't need the game, who's going to play.
But then the funny part about that is the Dallas Mavericks really need the game tonight because they lose, they're eliminated. But they're going to sit 5 dudes.
Who are they playing? They're playing against
Bulls.
Against the Bulls.
They're playing the Bulls. Bulls need it too.
Bulls need it too. And then
so I think
Levine and DeMar DeRozan been playing really well. So I don't understand that.
So a lot of people are saying that Mark Cuban's tanking again. He did it in 2018. He publicly admitted it, and when he publicly admitted it, he got fined $600,000.
I ain't gonna play fair with you.
But they're sitting Kyrie Irving, Tim Hardaway Jr., Josh Green, Christian Wood, Max Kleber tonight against the Bulls.
It was crazy.
So you got to go Bulls, right?
I mean, you would think so. Listen.
I don't know what the line is.
I may even stay away from that game because
it's too much weird stuff.
Yeah, it's too weird, man. And they're playing at Dallas. That's the only thing in their favor.
Yep, it is.
I just don't.
Talking about the draft earlier, another quarterback I was thinking about because Payne Insider and Todd Furman have liked this guy all year. And I started reading about him, and I remembered them talking about, they call him DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, the quarterback at UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
48 college starts for him. That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
4, 5, 6, 40. He finished 11th in college football in QBR. The problem, though, is that they drafted like that mid-round guy last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I do like him.
He did pretty good this year, too. Did he? I want to say he stunk it up towards the end or something. I think maybe when they played at Oregon or something, it was a game they had to win, and he didn't show up. Yeah.
I think it was the Oregon game.
I can't remember, but yeah. And that kind of turned me off because I think that might have been my first time watching him other than highlights. I was like, let me check him out. Everybody keep talking about him.
615-737-1045. Let's go to Jeremy next up in Nashville. Jeremy, what's up, man?
Jeremy.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you. What's up?
All right, cool. No problem. No, I'm in Little Rock, Nashville, so throw me off.
Okay. Sorry, man. How's Little Rock?
Torn up from all the tornadoes.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it is what it is. But I was calling, so I've been kind of in and out, so I kind of missed the window there when y'all talking about like the draft or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that I kind of think the Titans might want to look at, because, they got the new stadium coming up, and I never really been a big fan about drafting, the balls just for, the fan interaction, but, bring some spark to the team, do something like trying to trade down and pick up right there in the middle to late part of the first, and then see if we can't end up with Hyatt somewhere in the second and kind of get some a lot of the Titans fans are ball fans too, so you kind of get a lot of them in just a few years before the stadium opens up, and kind of get some spark around this team before that opens up. Try and catch some magic like the Rams had a couple years ago.
That's true.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Prayers up to the people in Arkansas, man. And they're always dealing with tornadoes over there.
Yeah, they are. Them, Oklahoma, without question. I think that's valid. I just think it's such a wide range of guys. If you were to trade back, what I would hope would happen is you trade back, take someone's pick in the first round, and grab another second round pick. I think that's a winner right there. If you can trade back.
Here's the thing. They're not going to draft Darnell Wright.
Yeah, without question.
He's a right tackle. They've got a right tackle.
Yep, sure do. They just got one last year.
But Peter Skoronski, I was reading through this ESPN Insider stuff, and they talked to one guy in the league that thinks that Peter Skoronski will be a Hall of Fame guard.
Wow.
How about that?
I'm all for that.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be there. So then, you're talking about Paris Johnson, who played tackle last year, but he played guard the previous season.
Mm-hmm.
Broderick Jones, your guy from Georgia, is a tackle.
Yep.
And probably a left tackle.
Right.
But at that point, you set up competition, but you just paid a guy $10 million a year to come over here.
You let him figure it out.
So.
People you just named top 3 tackles in the draft this year. Skoronski, Johnson, and Jones.
And then Darnell Wright's that 4th guy, but, if there's a run on tackles, then Darnell Wright will go mid-first round.
Mm-hmm. I've come around on Osiris as well. But I
was reading about Darnell Wright. So we all talk about the job he did against Will Anderson, but a lot of people also in that world are talking about the job he did against Ojulari from LSU.
No, that was the first one I pointed out. Because, man, Ojulari
dominated him.
Man, what? And I know he was coming back off injury, but he wasn't injured while playing. He was just a little gassed. And the reason he couldn't get there, man, that O-line did a phenomenal job in that game against LSU. The plays, that's when Hyper was going for it quite a bit on 4th down. And it wasn't no gimmick plays. It was like, man, we running this ball right here. And then a couple of times, some screens with the offense, the receiver had to come behind the offensive line. No, them boys they were in sync at that time. And you could tell who was dominant.
Let's talk about the Masters. They've wrapped up play for today. They're going to start tomorrow at 8 a.m. and try to get round 2 finished and then move on to round 3. Virgil Herring at Virgil Tourspin on Twitter. Virgil, what's up? How are you?
Virgil.
Doing fantastic, gentlemen. How we doing today?
Man, I'm shocked after watching video of those 2 trees falling that they didn't hit anybody. I mean, unreal.
There were 2 trees that fell?
Yeah, 2 pine trees fell across 17.
Wow. I saw 1. I didn't know 2 fell.
Yeah, they were right next to each other, I think. But anyway.
I almost find it literally impossible that nobody was injured. So that's one of the greatest gifts of the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
Brooks Koepka with the 5 under 67 today. He's at 12 under. We need to start there, obviously. What are you seeing in his game with these first 2 rounds?
Well, the Brooks Koepka of old. I can't see him losing this golf tournament. he is a front runner. He's been there before. He is a machine. He's hitting it great. Man, the guy's got the mental toughness too. I mean, I know it looked, if you watch that Netflix series, all these guys are a little bit fragile, but I've said forever, all these tour players are one shot away from thinking they can beat anybody and one shot away from feeling like they can beat nobody. And right now, Koepka feels like he's hitting it so good, ain't nobody going to beat him.
He's rolling.
Can you almost tell, like, I mean, you've been in that world, you've been around all these guys, you're exceptionally good at golf and one of the best teachers out there. Can you tell just by body language when you can see that in a dude, like, pretty early on? Could you see that early on in round one with him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not to mention he's coming off of a victory. So, you know, he's won 2 times in his last 4 events. And, you know, you get a guy who's, you know, prior to his injuries, he would be like, I don't really care about regular tour events. I only come here to play majors and then win them. Kind of like Tiger, except Tiger cared about every event that he played in. Brooks just cared about the majors. And he's just mentally tough, and he's as tough as anybody we've seen since Tiger in his prime. Man, I have nothing but respect for the guy. I mean, he's solid across the board. And when he was injured, he had, you know, all these tour players, they try to play through injuries. They mess up their golf swing because their body fights the path of least resistance, and they kind of flinch for the pain. And it usually causes some big problems. It did to Ernie Els. It's done it to Tiger. It's done it to a lot of players, and it's definitely did it to Brooks. But now he's back, and I can't see him losing. I could see maybe John Rahm shooting 2 low scores to beat him, but I don't see Brooks Koepka losing.
Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it. Yeah. So, Virgil Herring with us on 3HL talking about the Masters. So let's talk about Tiger Woods and how much does he benefit by play being stopped, being halted today?
Not at all. You know, tomorrow it's going to be rainy and 50. The wind's going to be blowing out of the north, and, you know, it's that golf course is no fun in a north wind, I can tell you that right now. You know, and he's going to have to wake up super early, and he has to do all this rehab for his leg, so it's probably a 3:30 wake-up call, get his leg ready, then he's going to go play, 5 holes, and then if he makes the cut, which I think he's inside the cut line right now, I believe.
Yes, he is, just barely.
If he makes the cut, then he's got to play 18 more holes in 50-degree weather, and his back's not good with that. Neither is his leg. I don't really hold much high hopes, other than it's just nice to see him out there and play. And his swing looks great. I just think that there's no way that you can play at that level a couple of times a year, and I think that you're going to have the 80-yard wedge shot with adrenaline pumping, and remember what it felt like 4 years ago. I don't buy it.
Well, before they halted play today, Slay and I noticed that he was walking up the fairway, and he was walking uphill, and it looked like he was limping, and it looked like he bent down to pick up to mark his ball on the green, and it looked like he didn't get down all the way, like almost like his lower back was acting up. That's just from us seeing him on television. I don't know. That's why I asked if you know, maybe a break helps, but you're right about the grind of tomorrow for sure.
And I really don't think that he's looked good all week. He's looked very ginger on the driving range.
Yeah.
He's walking slow. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. So, you know, that's the state of the game. And the Tiger's going to tell you, this is what, if I'm going to play, this is what it's going to be like. So let's see what happens.
How surprised are you that Phil Mickelson is right there? 4 under par, 3 under 69 today.
Not at all. Because when you still have the talent that Phil has, and you know the golf course like Phil does, you know, this golf course has a lot of strategy in it and a lot of know-how. When you know where certain pins are, you know where you can hit it. You know, if you don't really have your stuff that day, we can put it right here and give ourselves an easy par. And he's smart enough to play to those spots until he gets on a run. And all these guys usually get on a run a day. And, you know, I don't really see him catching Koepka, but I'm not surprised at all that he's playing well, because it's a golf course that he loves. He has a lot of passion for. And outside of maybe Tiger and Jack, nobody knows more about it than he does. And I'm not even sure they know more about it than he does.
So in that world, like, it kind of makes sense based on what you're saying. So, like, even if he's not playing well for an extended period of time, he walks onto a course that he feels very confident in his game, and everything just changes.
Horses for courses, man. Absolutely.
Virgil Herring with us. We got to talk about the amateur Sam Bennett from Texas A&M. He is just gigging this course, man. 4 under both days, 68s, 8 under par, 4 strokes off the lead. How cool is that?
unprecedented and super exciting. This kid has got a great story. Listening to the story about his dad with Alzheimer's and leaving him that note that he's now turned on as a tattoo on his arm, and how much that drives him. It's a constant reminder. It's a beautiful story. Once again, now if he ends up staying in the top 5, that would be about as good of a story as we could ever imagine an amateur at a Masters tournament in the world we live in today, with all these great players playing at their best. It's a beautiful story, and man, the kid's got serious game, and looks like he's got a great future on tour.
James on YouTube said Virgil sounds just like Jim Nance. How about that?
Well, that's very kind. That's very kind.
All right,
I got a long way to go to be Jim Nance.
Yeah, we all do. So you're looking at Brooks Koepka unless John Rahm does something supernatural.
Yeah, man, I just got to think that Scotty Scheffler's so far back. I mean, there's so many people that are 6 back already.
Yeah.
And Brooks Koepka is not going to lay an egg, and he's not afraid to play in 45-degree weather with rain. The tougher it gets, the better he's playing. I just don't see it. Now, once again, somebody's going to have to beat him. He's not going to beat himself, and I won't be shocked if he wins by more than 5, actually.
So if this does get pushed, the finish of this Masters gets pushed to Monday, how rare is that?
Well, that's pretty rare, for sure. But, it's going to be probably a washout tomorrow. And then you're looking at there's no chance they're getting it all in on Sunday. So I can't believe they're going to play that much tomorrow, because it's supposed to be a constant downpour. It happens. It's probably happened 4 or 5 times. But it is what it is. When you're looking for the green jacket, I'll play on Tuesday if that's what it takes.
Right.
That's right. That's exactly right. Virgil, hey, thanks for hopping on, man. Really appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Good to hear
My
from
pleasure.
you.
You'll have a good one.
All right, Virgil Tour Spin on Twitter. If you need help with your golf game,
Virgil, the man.
He's the best teacher out there, man.
All right, I haven't seen him yet.
More 3HL Trash Talk Friday coming up. 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. Get it done this weekend. Take that short trip to Springfield, Tennessee. It's a beautiful drive anyway, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend, and you can get it done. 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you've ever had. That's what will happen when you go see my friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. There will be no pressure put on you by them, because they want what you want, you in the vehicle that's right for you. So whether you're looking for a new car, truck, SUV, Jeep, or Sprinter, maybe a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or Sprinter, these guys can help you out. You go take your test drive. They'll go inside. You will go inside. They'll help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. 24 West to exit 35, which is about 9 miles outside the city, and then take a right and head on into Springfield. Again, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. 3450 Tom Austin Highway. Check them out online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All of the dealership information is there. All of the inventory is there as well. Tons of Jeeps for you to look at. It's Jeep season. You can get that done. Boy, those things hold their value too, and they are fun to drive. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What's happening, people? Ron Slay here, man. Brentwood Jewelry is where I go. Why? All my jewelry needs. I'm talking about engagements, watches, repairs, whatever it may be. And just specifically for watches, because I got to go by there, drop my watch off. I already got it in my armrest. I'm going to drop it off today. If not today, tomorrow morning for sure. And if you haven't already heard, Nashville's premier timepiece dealer in Britain is Brentwood Jewelry. Not only do they have the best selection in watches, but they got the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes, vintage or current models. Own a fine pre-owned Rolex for a fraction of the cost. Every watch has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance, and is presented with a 2-year warranty. Don't get better than that, man. Brentwood Jewelry carries the Hamilton watch line. Go on and tap in and find out what Hamilton is all about. 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals. Every day for over 50 years. Brentwood Jewelry. Reach out to them.
What in the world? What are y'all doing? Is this from the new Super Mario Brothers movie?
Darn right it is.
Oh, boo.
Darn
Did
right
you
it
just
is.
boo him?
No, I'm booing them.
Oh.
Yeah, like, come on, y'all. I'm going to see this. Why would they make this the song?
No, well,
There's too
this
many
is just
artists
one
out
of the
there.
songs.
Yeah, there's too many artists out there for this to even be.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I went through the entire soundtrack, and this was literally the only one that was halfway decent that resembled a Super Mario Brothers song.
Ollie D.
That's who's singing it, Pauly D?
No,
Ollie D.
Ollie D. This is the remix of the Super Mario Brothers show from the 80s and 90s.
I used to watch it. Mm-hmm.
I used to play it.
Used to play it, too.
Then you learn all these codes and stuff. Boy, you can get far.
So game.
You jump up over the bricks, and you start going, you fast forward all the way to the 7th level.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
Jump up in the sky and everything.
Jump up in the sky and just fly over everything. Mm-hmm.
So the Masters has been suspended. Round 2 has been suspended. They're going to I almost said invigorate themselves. I don't know why I was going to say that, but it's not false.
No, it's not.
7 a.m. start Central Time. 7 a.m.
All right.
8 a.m. Eastern. Boy, I can't hit a golf club at 8 in the morning, man. Not unless I'm lubed up on some level.
You're about to have to. You're about to have to on Monday.
At 8 a.m.?
Yeah, at start time.
Start time. Yep. So they can catch us around on the turn.
No, I'm just saying, like, when I take that first swing, number one, we're playing a scramble, so I'm going to try to hit it as hard as I can, which immediately is going to give me back trouble. Right out of the cart.
I don't even think I'm hitting the driver no more. I don't even think I'm coming off the tee. I'm just going to throw my ball out there. I ain't nothing off the tee no more. I might be something now, though.
When it was me and you and Brett Batchelor and Keith Bullock and Brett Kern.
Yeah,
You didn't even hit a lot of shots.
Nah, that wasn't my role.
Like you and Keith Bullock just stood over there and talked.
That was our role.
Slay,
You got to know your role.
You had to choose between throwing the golf ball every time or hitting it, which one do you think you would do and get a better score at Augusta?
Definitely hitting. My toss from the sand pit, pretty good. My toss from the sand pit is pretty good. I'm gonna be real.
So we could buy these Mulligans packages, and one of them is you get to throw it out of the sand. So we literally, like, one guy would aim for the bunker.
Yep.
And then the other people would, like, try to hit legit shots.
Yep.
And keep in mind, we have Brett Kern, who is a .3 handicap.
Who's known for hitting the flag.
Yeah, so he would go first.
Yeah.
And then, I'd be like, hey, Brett, nice shot, but watch this throw out of the sand, bro. I'm going to get inside of that. So that's happening on Monday.
Yeah.
At Greystone.
Y'all come join us.
And we're broadcasting live.
All day long.
And
Every
if you
single
missed
show.
out on this one, we do 2 a year now, right?
Yep. One in the fall, I believe.
So 1045thezone.com. Pay attention. Black Wookie on Twitter. Y'all, car analogy on the Tennessee Titans is straight fire. I laughed so hard, damn near almost had a wreck.
No, don't do that.
Hashtag where's the lie? Hashtag vroom. We pushed Daly out the car is what happened.
He's the
emergency story.
Yeah, he's the emergency seat.
So I tried to make Tannehill the steering wheel, but Slate made him the blinker.
That's right. Vrabel is the steering wheel. Vrabel he's controlling the show.
Is Rand Car? Can we get bucket seats for this thing?
Oh, definitely. Gotta have buckets.
Or do you get the bench front seat? Remember that back in the day?
Nah, I
So
hate
your
that.
girl
Yeah,
can
the big
slide
truck.
all the way over to the side?
Yeah, that ain't fun. That's not fun.
It was back in the day.
For people that don't know, you used to put 3 people in the front seat.
Yeah.
Like they had a seatbelt for the middle person and everything.
That was so weird. You ever had to sit in that seat when it's a stick?
My buddy had a 73 Impala.
Yes, and the stick's like right the wrong spot. Sorry.
Anyway.
1, 3, and 5, man. That's it. You're watching out every time.
Tommy Renshaw said, Malik is the flare kit in the trunk that says, pull me out when we are in trouble.
See, I told somebody Daly we made Daly as the gaslight. Because. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Because the gaslight at least serves a purpose.
No, it does not. If you let that gaslight cut on, you in trouble. And you start thinking that you got further to go and you don't.
So at that point, you're having to rely on Daly if he's the gaslight.
And you think you got 35 miles and you really out of gas.
You got like 12.
Then all of a sudden you just hit a stop. You hit a halt. That's what happened to the Titans.
Lost 7 in a row. The gas light came on.
Yeah.
Daily.
And nobody believed that.
Daly's best ability was his availability. He never missed a game.
Well, it's because he never did anything. He never touched anybody.
The
His
gas
uniform
light's
was
always
clean.
on. It's always going to come on. Like, it's not really working. You thought you had 7 games left to empty. And look what happened. Light was on with 7 games left.
What, they have like a 3.5 game lead or something?
Yeah. Thinking we can cruise on home.
Yeah, I mean, just coast into the gas
Daily
station.
get us there.
Coast into the gas station.
Look what happened. And everybody keep looking around wondering, like, I thought we had. No, it's nobody over there.
Every time you mention Daly, I just envision the airbags that when the car actually hits the wall, then the airbags deploy like 4 seconds later. That's what I envision.
You're wrong for that.
Well,
my man's a human being.
It's not an airbag.
And a slow one at that.
Oh, gosh. Happy Good Friday, Hunk.
Joseph.
What?
Hunk all week has just been out here, man.
He's just out here wild.
He's ready to have this baby or something.
Guys, I'm going on about 3 hours sleep. I got a 37-week-old pregnant wife.
37-week-old.
Okay.
My dog, I am so ready for this baby to come.
At all.
I got a kid that when he sleeps at night, he wants to kick me in the back.
Trying to let you know he's there.
Oh, he lets me know.
Zach says happy Easter, y'all. You too, man.
Most definitely, y'all. Y'all enjoy it.
He is risen. Carson Daly would block better.
Carson Daly.
He's the old MTV guy, remember?
And he still gives us more information than anything that Daly did.
M3 Sanders Daly is the oil spot on the driveway.
The oil is just in the way.
No, he just left his mark.
Well.
That's not bad.
No, that ain't. I would
That's
rather
pretty good.
have him as the oil spot, not the blinker.
What are you opening?
I don't know. This is a lot.
Slay got mail. I brought him it's a big old manila folder.
I'm about to read this on Monday.
It's a lot. All right. Y'all have a great Easter weekend. We'll be back at it on Monday. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Be safe. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
No 3HL after party, but if we did, it'd be brought to you by Awaken 180. Have a great weekend.
What's up, people? Listen, man, me and y'all come to you again with Superbook, and y'all, it's time to get these parlays going, man.
Man, I've been listening to you. I listened to you. I signed up, and you can too. Download the Superbook Sports app. Visit superbook.com to wager and win today. And, man, you've been hot on the NBA scene, bro.
Yes, I am. Ain't no need for me to cool off now, y'all. I'm going to make this real simple. We're going to go down to NBA, and let's get it done. Houston. I'm taking Houston. Money line over the Charlotte Hornets. I'm going to take Miami Heat over the Washington Wizards.
Might as well be.
It might as well be the Wizards money line. I'm also taking the 76ers to get a victory. No, I'm not. That's a lie.
You got to pay attention to
That's a lie. No, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm also taking the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm not taking them either. I'm taking Sacramento. Taking the Sacramento Kings plus 9.5. They playing the Golden State Warriors. That's your 3-leg parlay. Parlay right there. It's going to get you a plus 340. So that's Houston Rockets, money line, Miami Heat, money line, and Golden State versus Sacramento. Take Sacramento plus 9.5.
Download the Superbook Sports app. He just rolled right through it right there, made his choices. You can too. Visit superbook.com.